you are GMing Cyberpunk Red on Thursdays, I will make it so that you don't have to do any sort of GMing on Sundays. So you'll never have to double DM.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Bless you. Yeah, that would be basically the only worry.
Yeah.
No, I think the system sounds awesome. I would love to learn a new system. And there are so many assets readily available that it feels like it'd be a nice, easy transition.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one challenge I think we'll have is that like D&D and to a certain extent Star Wars 5th edition, I guess, is like a go here, explore the space, like to where like, it sort of always needs a map, And I don't think Cyberpunk is quite to the scum and villainy like all theater of mind where you really don't have to build any maps, like paint it yourself, goddammit type shit. But I guess like as you
AI.
research, you'll have to like see what it starts to look like as you take in. Like I'm starting to listen to actual plays to try to get an idea of like how much, or like would it require a lot of scenery? Like would it behoove a lot of scenery to like where it would work really well with our chosen VTT, which is Tailspire here.
If you've got an actual play that you are enjoying, your prior suggestions have been on point. So
I am only one episode in on one of them, but I will tell you what it was called here in just a second. Cyber Psychos is the
Cyber
name.
Psychos.
Yeah. It looks like it's started. It's a podcast that started in 2022. Again, I've only listened to like an episode and a half. Hold on, it looks like is that all there is? Hold on a sec. There's only one episode on Spotify. I may have just fucked myself.
Uh-oh.
Is that the only? They were like a one and done.
What?
Oh, I just saw James's message.
What do you say?
Yeah, he's not coming
sick.
this week.
Yeah, he was
Not
sick
gonna
on.
be
He was
on.
very sick on Tuesday. So
It's a bummer.
Damn.
Well, tell him to
All right,
not
hang
have
on.
kids and he wouldn't get sick so much.
yeah, he's got two of them. God damn.
Yeah. Well, disease factories.
Look at his mom lets him
Oh, no,
have
there's
2
more.
kids.
There's way more. There's 47 episodes.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Sweet.
That's
Okay, hang
wild.
on. I will be right back.
It sounds very inspired by the podcast Pretending to Be People. So if you've ever listened to Pretending to Be People, you'll get like a sense that there's a certain kind of pacing and humor, like kind of like sort of very fast stuff that it appears that they were going for. And I was like, I could get into this because I really like Pretending to Be People.
Yeah.
Find enough to eat today.
More.
Is it still hot out there?
It's like snowing in Portland, isn't it?
It is.
Oh my god, yeah. It snowed like 3 or 4 inches, depending on where in Portland you are. But it's all the like dry, powdery shit that just drifts over everything. And now we're expecting like a ½ inch of freezing rain overnight, so should be fun. Yep.
We had mild rain in
Classic Portland
California,
ice storm.
and I live kinda near a hospital. I've been hearing ambulances all day.
Just from light rain?
Yeah. I mean, people are just dumb when it rains, but this is like the first real rain, and what that does is it brings all the oil that's been like spilled on the road for like, the whole fucking year.
Yep.
So
Makes
like
the
people are
streets super
dumb.
slick.
It's like a mix between like people that are just like, I'm not going because it's green, but I see a lot of water, and then the other people get screaming at that person and then going 70 and a 40 and then crashing horribly. takes all kinds in California.
It's a team effort.
Yep.
So, Nathan, did you and Meg go explore Lens Park in the snow, or have you guys pretty much just stayed inside?
We did a lot of kids sledding by the dog park area, which was super cute. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of construction going on, so half the park is sort of closed off. But yeah, we took Capra out to the park and she had a blast.
All right, I
That
am back.
dog
Sorry about that.
loves the snow.
It's really funny how much dogs like playing in snow.
Yeah.
It's like, you're barefoot. I mean, I get that you have 2 foot to curb, but you're
Yeah.
barefoot.
I definitely walked out to the garden to like clip rosemary in my flip flops today, and I was like, just like couldn't be bothered to put on real shoes to go outside.
Yeah,
And I got all the way out to the garden before I really regretted it.
Yeah, because you're like, that'll be fine. It's just a minute. And then you're like, oh, holy fuck, this is actually really cold.
Well, I guess we got everybody.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we do. Huh.
Ready to rock.
I'm just so used to like having at least 5 more minutes of like, you know,
Shooting the shit.
shooting
Banter.
the juicy bant.
What is the banter topic this week?
Kai House Hillsdale with snow. Is it fun out there?
Well,
Everything's downhill
I
from
haven't
you?
gone outside. But yeah, it's pretty snowy. Probably gonna. We at least snow shoveled the walkway and stuff so that when it ices over, it won't be like a giant slipping hazard as bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta put salt out on some shit tonight. Yeah.
I noticed that it only keeps like your last 5.
Yeah, it clears like if you have a lot, which is good. Like that if you do the one ping, it stays for a little bit.
Oh yeah. Minor illusion, I need you to be turned up a little bit more. Nice. Okay.
Also, I'm not seeing the title card. You guys?
Me neither.
No.
Okay.
Well, fuck. Hold on a sec.
Go faster.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, then I gotta go back here and load this thing. There we go, and then go here. All right. Starring Lynn Coro,
Woo.
Bax,
Beep.
Ruvia.
Not my fault.
I didn't mean to. K6. He meant to.
Not today.
And Cicatrix.
I got this on camera.
I love that video so much.
Well, last time on Embers in the Dark, you guys did some anti-union busting. You found a group of Ugnaughts who were essentially siphoning off union-based supply of Tabana gas for nefarious Darga the Hutt purposes. Well, you beat them about the face and neck until they were subdued, and turned them
No
over
longer
to
consisting of life.
and turned them over to the guild, I think, or I can't remember who you turned them over to. The
Yeah.
guild, yeah.
Because fuck the police.
Because fuck the police. And in turn, you guys were told about 2 leads. Either, I believe I could read it here, I guess. You basically have 2 places you can check out next. The Royal Casino or the Yareth Bespin Hotel, one of the fanciest hotels in the entire city. But first, Kai, if you could cue up a particular piece of Star Wars music for me, I'll give you a head start here. I need some Imperial March in my life here. I'm gonna just cue it up. Don't have it play yet. I'm gonna pull us over to a another place here. Let's see.
All right, you got it.
Let me know when everybody's on here.
Oh, we're back here now. We killed everyone.
Oh.
Everybody back?
Yep.
Everybody in cutscene mode?
Nope.
No, for some reason.
I'm flying around looking at everything.
There we go.
You can't stop me.
I'm
still flying around.
but I can move.
Kai, cue Imperial March if you would.
Oh, there we go. I see space.
Oh yeah, I have to mark someone as being able to see this. Hold on.
Mhm.
Trailer permission. Me.
Oh,
I
there
can
we
see
go.
stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna quickly go through and mark some of
That's
these other
good.
people as being able to see too. So just stay with that for a second.
See some
Make sure everybody,
troopers. Door.
each one. Let's see. No, you
Love
guys
the,
stay over here. I gotta go to these things.
Okay.
See
See a Marvel. And an AI generated Star Destroyer.
It's like made out of
Flash.
melted candle or something.
It's really low budget.
You
They just
see
built them.
a Assiduous class Star Destroyer above the planet of Cato Nemoidia.
Ooh.
You come down and you see a set of stormtroopers outside a gate that you, the players, would recognize, but the audience now recognizes as well as the front gate of Darga the Hutt's palace. The camera cuts inside to a door in a dungeon as it slides open to reveal
nothing.
and then a swipe cut to the upstairs palace area. My lord, we found this man barely alive.
Oh crap.
Oh no. Oh no.
I know we should have shot him.
Tell me, we left with them.
No.
I guess maybe we didn't.
Got a double tap.
You are going to tell me everything about what happened here.
Third torture of his life.
All right. We are going to go to...
And we are now somehow against no witnesses. Not that we would know this happened.
I was surprised he even lived.
Yeah,
yeah. I kind of forgot what happened to that guy.
He laid down in the
elevator, and then we just left without him.
No, he laid down in the where the Jedi had been.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the tank.
Yeah. What's her name?
We really should just put him in the tank and like turned it on, and then like everyone would think that he's the Jedi. And he's just really good at lying.
I mean, either way, they would have opened it up, right?
Yeah, well, then they would have opened it up, pulled him out, and they would have been like, "You're the Jedi. We must kill you." And then, you know,
you don't really look like a Jedi, but
at the end of last session, you guys not only did you guys get 10,000 credits.
Correction, but Lynn got 10,000. Wasn't divvied out.
On my inventory.
You guys were going to handle that at the beginning of the episode now, and I'll give you time to do that here in a second. But Fryn and Krieg told you about that you should visit the Yareth Bespin Hotel or the Royal Casino, where the tournament will be held, the Spock tournament. That while the Empire rarely shows up here, there's so many travelers around the galaxy have come here um, in recent days for the Spock tournament, that really anyone around here could be an Imperial agent, and Hut agents as well could be involved in the tournament. So, you guys have come out of section. Was it U357?
Yep.
Back into the more populous areas of Bespin, Cloud City. What would you like to do next?
Go sleep. Preferably 8 hours uninterrupted. I have 3 fucking hit points, so
Now, do you want to check into just any hotel, or what would you like to do?
prefer to not pay for anything.
But
I guess what I could do is I could
got the payout. Let's go stay at the fancy place.
so we can't walk through
Fancy
security
place.
with the guns.
Fancy place.
They'll probably not check us on the way out because they don't give a shit. But
I
they'll
mean, you
never
guys
check us
could
on the
go
way back in.
You guys could go back to the Banshee and then go
That's
through
what I was
customs
saying.
again.
Well, the thing is, we just need a place to stash our guns. So, like, maybe like in like a kid's store or like you know,
We could just rent a cheap
school.
room,
Is there a
pop
school anywhere
over.
we can hide these guns in?
Yeah, like, there's a few elementary schools. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, wait. Since we're already inside, like past customs, we could just conceal the weapons and keep them with us, right? Like,
well, the thing is, if we go sleep on the Banshee, we'll have to pass through customs again, and then we'll lose the weapons potentially.
Right.
Like, how much
so why
would
don't we
a
just
cheap room
stay?
be?
Yeah.
Well,
how much would it cost?
My big
to
thing is
stay...
the ship is safer.
Ship is safe for sure. Yeah.
It is, but then we have to deal with like the
Customs all over
weapons.
again.
And
We just need a place to stash them. That's all I'm saying. Like, we can leave them with the fucking Ergnauts if we have to. I imagine they wouldn't mind just keeping a box for us. We did them solid. If we're gonna do them another solid one, we probably end up killing Dargo on accident. So
accident.
Well, how much would just a cheap single room be? We could just use that as a stash.
You can get into a single room.
yeah, well, that's actually not a bad idea. We just throw the guns in there.
Yeah, just rent
then
a
just,
super
like,
cheap
leave.
room. Use it as a stash.
I think I'm going to quote you actually quite high because all the hotels, Bestman wide, know they can charge a premium because of how many people.
This is the time to make hay, right?
So, I mean, you guys did just get a ton of money, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be, even the cheapest hotel is going to be at least 200 credits.
A night?
That's why I was thinking just leave them with the
night.
Ergnauts. Like, I mean, obviously it is a little out of the way to have to go all the way back down there to collect them, but I don't think they would mind. Or we can just find a cool place to stash it.
Sure. It's up to you guys.
I mean, I could live or not without my weapon because I don't know. I don't feel like we're gonna get.
I don't know.
too
You
many
kind of
fights.
struggled in the last fucking fight without a weapon.
Well, it's because I got hit by something, and I'm not
Weapon
defensive.
fights.
So once I start getting hit, it's basically over.
Yeah.
So, and I kept banking on that sanctuary to do anything, and it did nothing. So,
Some things.
Well, it didn't get rid of the thing I needed it to.
Yeah.
So that was the problem. So I bet all my chips on that and basically just got downed because of it.
Not every plan's going to work out.
Nope.
Oh.
But
What
I've come
about
to terms that I'm pretty much worthless in combat. So
Oh,
I don't think you're worthless. I think you're a bard.
Yeah, bards that only have 4 spell slots ever is really strong bard.
You've got ability and right? Ability things you can do.
4 times, and that's it. I mean,
Maybe
I
it'll
get
get
back
better
on a
when you
short
level up.
rest, but
Yeah, and then you're just a regular gunner.
Yeah, on a short rest, that's pretty good.
I'm a bad gunner.
No, it allows you to abuse Bax's extremely broken damage output.
Yep. Hopefully we don't have a combat encounter because I don't want Mike to have to try and decipher Oh wait, no.
No.
I was
I
thinking.
mean, yeah, I'm good in combat, but I
Bax's
don't
K6.
have a,
Yep.
I don't have a single fucking social skill to save my life.
I mean, that's the
I know
fun, man.
gun.
That's like my favorite. It was when I played like Drekken, and it was like, wow, I have like a -3 to this persuasion check. Let's do it.
Yep.
Well, let's
You get to
ask the
fail
Ugnaughts.
upward. I mean, that's an option, or we can just attempt to like, I don't know, can we roll something to like find a good spot to hide them, like a vent or like behind a vending machine?
Well, let's check with the Ugnaughts first, and then we can start.
Yeah.
So
I
the
think it
problem,
makes
the only
sense.
problem I have with the Ugnaughts is that they're very deep into the place. So like, it would probably take like what, like an hour to get down there, and then an hour to get back up.
Or you could just do it before you leave them, because I mean, if you wanted to handle this,
but it would take us like an hour to get down there, right? Like back from the
yet.
ship, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, they could always screw us over too, but I doubt it. I
think that's a
pro Ugnaught or not.
I'm pro it. I'm just saying that there's always we could always look around. We have the rest of the day. It's not like it's we have a ticking clock that's that tight. We could look around and try to find a better place that's up top, because we might run into something that we need to deal with up top before we go down to the Ugnaughts. You know what I mean? Better to have it closer. And if any like if we go down there, get the guns, and then go back up, and then we go to the hotel or the casino, and they're like checking for weapons there as well. It's like shit, and then.
Well, let's find out. Well, there's a lot of if, ands, ums, and maybes in that
True.
conversation.
I'm just saying, like, the idea, I think the best course of action is to find somewhere to stash it, past the checkpoint, but kind of close to the ship. You know what I mean?
Well, let's leave it, because we're still going to be here for a few days. Since in game time we have not left the guild yet, right?
Yeah.
We're still down on that level. Let's just say, hey, since we did you guys a solid, we took care of this problem. Thank you for the money. Also, can you hold on to these guns that we found for at least
Good
to
get a few more fingerprints on these.
Yeah. Fingerprint. Handle them as much as possible. At least until we find a better spot for them, and then we'll go and rest, and then come back for them.
Okay.
And then when we get a chance to rest, I'll divvy out the credits. Or we split it 5 ways. Is that how many people we got?
Yeah.
Well, James isn't here.
Yeah, he did the work. He was here.
He doesn't need money, right?
He really doesn't. I think he has the most money. He has like an absurd amount of money.
He did his fair part. He deserves a fair share.
Yeah, but
I mean, personally, I don't think we should pay
his...
any of the robots, but that's just me.
As the one here with the biggest gun.
I mean, my argument is simply you're a fucking robot. You don't have to eat.
No, I'm an autonomous. That doesn't matter. I have other freaking.
You're a fucking robot.
I have requirements.
You don't have a soul.
All right, so for now,
those are not mutually exclusive concepts.
For now, let's split it 4 ways, and then we can cut James in if he needs money down the road.
So we're all going to take 500, so that way he doesn't get
God. So yeah, how much do we get?
250.
It's going to be 2,500 a piece.
2,500 a piece.
Well, I'm going to go blow it all on drugs. And then do all the drugs and die.
So can we ask the Ugnaughts? What do they say?
They are more than willing, and they to hold your guns for you, and they have plenty of spaces to hide them.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like if anybody would know where to hide stuff, it would be them.
Yeah. I mean, it's like their room, right?
Okay.
And they say like they're more than willing to like dead drop them elsewhere in Bespin if you need them.
Amazing.
And they give you like a comm code. Yeah, they give you a comm code so you can so you can call Krieg.
Buddies, love it.
Yeah.
Does anybody here require a carbine rifle? It's not suited.
Are you asking me?
You know what? Here. As payment for stashing, self-defense. I hand him a carbine rifle.
Oh my god! And like he like points and aims and accidentally pulls the trigger and like shoots the wall and he goes ah!
Perhaps this was a mistake.
Control. You must learn control.
Okay, so we're able to stash and dead drop. That works.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give him my holdout.
Okay.
That stays with me.
That's
the
fair.
one that you were able to sneak in, right?
Yeah.
It's the one thing I'm good at is anything dex related. So sleight of hand with advantage is pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So, and you guys go back to the Banshee?
Yeah. To sleep.
Yeah, so that we can rest.
On the way, I want to keep an eye out for anything that would catch our fancy. Like, we're not just going to sprint right there. Because, like,
Drugs?
what time is it?
I mean, because Bespin is a gas giant, it's gonna be a weird time. But
In
like
Galactic Standard.
Okay, right. I would say that given the day that you've had, it's probably probably around 8 or 9 p.m. by the time you're done with the
So
Ugnaughts.
our day is done with for the most part.
Yeah, because like we did a lot, right? We first off we arrived here, we got through the traffic,
Being sure.
and then
Just being sure.
And you guys spent all day, like most of the day, like trying to
Looking.
figure out what. Yeah, you were doing pretty much like beat reporter on the street type shit.
Okay, then yeah.
Excuse me, have you seen this hut?
Excuse me, can you tell me anything about this large space slug? Okay, so you guys are heading back to the Banshee.
Yep.
Banshee.
Okay. Like you're on your way back, and we'll say Lynn. Let's see, where are you here? Lynn, you get a ping on your comm unit, and you can see that it is let me get here first. Hold on.
Actually, I think while I'm hurt, I should go try to buy med kits, and maybe they'll take pity on me because I only have 30 hit points.
They're gonna be like, "How did this happen to you?"
So the
jump by a
Captain
bunch
O'Keefe.
of nuts.
So Captain O'Keefe is like pinging your comm unit, Lynn.
Oh, okay. They're the one piloting the Banshee, right?
Yeah. O'Keefe and Crash, her droid, have stayed aboard the Banshee.
Okay.
And have not gone through customs.
Yes. What is it?
Hey, you guys, everything good? Down where you are?
Oh,
you guys
going
get
well.
any trouble?
I guess we didn't tell. Let's see. They sent the threatening message to the ship.
Yeah, that was the last thing that they heard, and then we went to go investigate.
Yeah. Crash gave you like the location wherein.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll tell them that we finished investigating the message. Nothing to worry about at this point. Anything? Have we received a new threatening message that we should know about?
No, but since we are sort of on high alert here, trying to watch out for you in the station there, Crash has been able to tap into the city's central computer and has been keeping an eye on all the communications and sensor data flowing through the spaceport control. And what are you guys doing right now?
Bleeding.
We're actually on our way back to the ship.
I'm going to wait until you are here and tell you then.
Great. I like walk in the door still on the communicator.
Oh. Perfect. Okay.
You get a lot of feedback.
I don't know whether
hang up. Terrible feedback loop.
I don't know whether this is like a need to panic, but just so you know, but like maybe 10 minutes ago, an Imperial I-class Star Destroyer. We picked up its transponder. It was labeled the Assiduous. It dropped out of hyperspace on the edge of the system, and it was escorting a Gallifrey Yards medium transport. Call sign Shackles of Nizon. Look, the Star Destroyer launched a single Theta-class shuttle, which set course for Bespin and should be here in, I don't know, a couple hours. And then that Star Destroyer jumped out into light speed. But that transport is still out there, and the Theta-class shuttle is on its way here. So it left a shuttle, or a transporter out there, and there's a shuttle inbound. I just thought maybe you guys that our pinpointing of your threat had resulted in some, I don't know, Imperial tip-off. I'm glad you guys... You don't think it's that, do you? They're not after you.
Strong possibility.
I don't think
they're
the
here
people
for the
we...
tournament.
Yeah, I'm sorry?
The people that we dealt with just now that had sent the threatening message, not Imperials per se, just working with them. I don't think they tipped them off. But whoever's on that shuttle must be important. I wonder if that's... we were informed that the next deal is supposed to go down at the Sabak tournament.
Right.
Perhaps this is the Imperial contact?
This has got to be the Imperial contact. So just so you know, in a couple of hours, they are going to be in the city.
Can you track... I'm assuming, since since we know that they are out in space, can you track like which bay they are landing in? Something of that sort?
She looks over at Crash, and Crash does like a series of beeps and whirs, and she's like, "We can try." I mean, the landing data and trying to figure out like what ships are doing. That's been a little bit harder to discern. But I'll keep you posted. You guys look exhausted.
You
I
could
don't
say
say
We've had a
anything. I just
day.
go lie down.
Cicatrix isn't even on the bridge. He's just gone.
I am not exhausted. I do not have a respiratory system.
You do not. That is true. Well,
but I do shed exhaust.
I like to think you have one, but it's not like in you or anything. You just have it in a bag.
I do have one. It's right here.
this is my human respiratory
It's
system.
a bounty I forgot to turn in a long time ago, and now I just keep it as a reminder to finish things.
Reminder to never ever leave any witnesses ever. It'll never bite us in the ass.
well, obviously, you guys are welcome to just sleep here.
I take her bed. Get blood all over it.
I mean, the ship does have a small med bay. We can seat any wounds.
No, I'll just sleep it off.
I have a repair shop.
Whatever you say.
Did you say a couple of hours? I don't think we have time for a full night's sleep if we want to head these guys off.
Look, they're going to have to go through customs. They're going to have to wait to land. Like, there's still a ton. There's still a ton of ships.
Play by the same rules.
Yeah, they don't get like a fast pass. They're gonna have to wait in line too.
And we can always kill them.
Actually, no, that's true. That's true. We tried to pretend that we were Imperials, and they were like, "No deal."
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. All right. To the repair shop I go.
Oh, you're leaving.
And by the we have a med bay, but we don't have a little like repair station on the ship.
Yeah, droids aren't people.
Sorry, you said repair shop. Yes.
Internal shopping.
I can help you. I have to work on Crash all the time.
There's also
I will accept this favor.
walk up Starbucks.
Also, I will have a mocha venti large latte.
Yeah, there's the like
just like holding it.
you
I
just
can't
have to
drink
put
it.
in like whatever ingredient pods is called for your specific
Oh, it's a
recipe.
Keurig.
And it's not Starbucks. It's
Oh no, it's Kirkland
calf.
brand Keurigs. I understand.
Calf. This is not coffee. It's calf in Starbucks.
Oh my god.
Remember, and it's not showers.
Better than Jizz.
Santa steams. Okay, those of you who read the extended universe novels when we were kids should know this.
I don't remember that at all.
What?
But
You don't remember a good Santa steam?
no.
Oh well, that's how people showered. I would not.
Huh.
I don't know what really happens there. Doesn't sound sexy though. Okay, you guys can take a long rest. Easy peasy.
Yay.
So go ahead and take the effects of long rest. Get all your
Hooray.
shit back, and
Hooray.
the next day there's a small but mighty continental breakfast prepared by Crash.
Outstanding.
All beans.
I can't eat any of this.
I actually added a bunch of breakfast subroutines on him a couple years ago, and it has been the
Ooh.
best thing outside of his piloting ability I have ever added to the droid.
This is going to be like
galactic
when Bender
breakfasts are
becomes a cook.
disgusting.
Sorry, there's two people talking. I think Mike was knocking continental breakfast / galactic breakfast. Somebody
Yeah,
else
they
said
put
something else.
space beans on everything. I don't get why they do that.
Wouldn't beans be more of like an English breakfast?
That was the joke, though.
Okay.
I wish to learn the subroutine.
I can definitely copy it out if you want to be able to make like
It will help with
pancakes,
infiltration
waffles,
mission.
eggs, omelets. Like
Replaces your
pretty
kill
much.
protocol, so you're like going to shoot and you start scrambling some eggs.
I just get really good at throwing knives.
Now
Yeah,
I
that's my
scrambled
thing.
the brains of my enemies.
The hibachi routine.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you guys head back into the city.
Is it possible for me to try to sneak in a lightsaber?
Tell me how you're going to do
Sneaking a lightsaber.
I'm a master of sleight of hand, and I wear a coat with many pockets. They can't check them all.
They can certainly try.
Yeah, I don't know if I would want to risk that. I mean, I have the vibro dagger that they don't seem to care about.
All right, fine, I'll leave it.
Vibro
Functionally, it's the
spreading
same.
butter.
Yeah.
Trying to assist.
Yeah. No, I imagine it's gonna be like it would be like the scene in Alien Resurrection where there's the crippled guy in the wheelchair and he goes through and like sets off the metal detector and he's like, "You want to check the fucking chair?" And then it turns out that he's got like all of the components for a shotgun.
Yes.
Right?
Like built into
Yeah,
the
I mean,
chair.
it makes sense, right? They use the metal detector on me. I'm metal.
Could I try
Yeah.
a sleight of hand to bring in my sword?
Your what? Your
rapier. Yeah.
His Buster sword.
Oh yeah, the giant two-handed thing that I keep slung across my back at all times. Oh, it's just a problem.
Oh no, this is a surfboard. It's just kind of sharp.
Let's see here.
Because you've just got what, like a vibro blade?
Yeah, I've got I just upgraded to a vibro rapier, so if anything, it's even more subtle than just a straight up tech sword.
Just have to keep one leg really, really straight.
He wears a cloak for a reason.
Yeah, you know, he just walks with a limp.
Yeah.
Got like a leg brace on.
Yeah, okay, so you can
Boys.
let's see here. Let me
Why does
figure
John
out what the
Travolta's
DCs
face
are.
look different in that gif?
I don't know.
Looks
I
like
think
an
it's
Asian
not
dude or
him.
something.
Someone was making a meme.
Yeah, I think it's fake.
Okay, you can attempt a sleight of hand check if you'd like.
All right.
Now remember the penalty of failing this is that it will be confiscated.
Oh, no, never mind.
Okay.
The first time we tried, they were like, "Nice try, leave it on the ship."
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
guys are back in Cloud City.
Yeah.
Where would you like to
I guess probably during the rest we should have discussed the game plan for like where we want to visit, because the options are the hotel or the casino, right? They're not the same place.
They are not the same place.
This isn't Vegas. It's not a hotel and casino.
No.
I mean, how do we choose? They both seem like so much fun.
Right.
Do we? Well, when we wake up, is there any update on the Imperial vessel?
Yeah, good point.
Let's see here. Let me roll for crash here. It was given docking permission, so you know that it is docked, but Crash was unable to tell like where it had docked. But you know that it's only been docked for like an hour or two.
Calculating assassination plans. Loading. Loading. Your subscription to Windows Vista has expired. Okay.
You've been forcefully upgraded to Windows 11.
Yeah.
Great.
Damn it. Downloading
Get this
4 hours of
Copilot out of
update.
here.
So we don't know. We know they're here, but we don't know how far they are into the city, or if at all, or where they are.
It's a big city. It's not like we're gonna bump into them immediately.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't know for sure they're looking for us.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to just keep an eye on.
Yeah, metagame
Absolutely.
we kind of do, but maybe it's a good assumption that these guys are not like us and they're not going to sleep on their ship. They might stay at the hotel.
Okay.
And if they're Imperial, they should be easy to
We
spot.
could steal their ship. That'd be really funny, wouldn't it? I like what you're thinking.
Not exactly. Okay, whatever.
We'd have our own ship.
The seed is planted.
And then we wouldn't need to work for the rebels anymore.
Yeah. We'll be
big game today?
the new empire.
To the casino, yes?
Yeah, I think the casino is the right option of the two.
Well, the big game is today, right?
No.
I think it's for a while.
It's coming up.
Is there any VIP or special event that is happening today, or is this a free day for us?
Is there any big gambling things? That's the thing we'd be looking for.
I mean, we already established that none of you play Sabak.
Right.
I bought a deck.
You should, buddy.
You bought a starter deck.
And if later people want to enter you into the tournament, I'm sure they're going to be able to scrape together the amount of credits that you would need to enter. No problem. Everyone would trust that kind of money in your hands.
Why wouldn't they?
So,
why
I'm
wouldn't
never betting on you guys
I'm
again.
a good Sabak player.
So is anything on the itinerary for today for the event?
For the Sabak tournament? The Sabak tournament doesn't take place for another several days.
Right. So it's going to be like in a week.
You know, if there's like a massive event, sometimes they have cursory events going on or exhibitions or.
Well, do you want to go to the casino and find out?
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know if they gave us like a digital itinerary or not.
The children's introductory lesson of.
Okay.
Like Master Chef Junior, it's Sabak Junior. British guy's yelling at him.
Let's go gamble.
It would be a good idea to scope the place out.
Mm-hmm.
Or we can go buy drugs, guys. Red Sand's legal here.
Both at a casino.
Just because something is legal doesn't mean you should do it.
Maybe you could gamble for drugs. Or with drugs.
yeah, where's the underbelly where we're playing Sabak for meth? Look at this fancy place that's totally going to check us for weapons.
No way.
Luckily, I don't have. I haven't retrieved my heavy pistol, so.
Right.
Is that a net on the roof? What's going on there?
It's to catch jumpers.
That's morbid. And probably true.
It's
I
a
mean,
city
they
in the
have them in
clouds.
Vegas.
Ooh, I
City in
like
the
the
clouds. I'd be surprised if they
the-
didn't have safety measures.
water
I mean,
blocks
deep.
used for skylights over there. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
There's no
because
skylights.
there's no horizontal glass pieces.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay. So you make your way to the Royal Casino, and there's like a main avenue entrance, and you can see that there are two winged guards outside who have the entrance blocked off. And there's like a couple of people who are just like sort of being tourists and like taking pictures and just like looking around and stuff. They're not really doing anything, but you can tell like no one's actually getting into the casino right now. Excuse me, sir. Yes.
I have an important meeting and I need to get in there.
Yeah, you don't.
All right, you've called my bluff.
I'm a Rataki ambassador, and I'm supposed to be meeting all the other ambassadors here that have decided to meet up.
Well, it would be impossible for you to have a meeting here because the entire place is closed for cleaning and preparation in advance of the Sabat tournament. It's being not only cleaned from front to back, top to bottom, but it is also being swept for any
Bugs.
unsavory devices. And so the only people who are allowed in are pre-cleared with the casino. Now,
I must be
if you are
pre-cleared
either
then.
looking to register to play or to register to become a measure of additional security for the event itself, I can point you to others who can help you in that regard. But the casino at this moment is closed.
Well, I could hire my staff out. And look at the
You sure could. Some of them even look capable. Those droids in the back look like they could be good security.
Actually, they're not. They're actually a bartender and a breakfast maker.
They have heinous criminal records.
But these two women behind me, they're definitely trained killers.
I don't
Except
Oh,
for my protection being me, that I am an ambassador.
Are they working for you in particular?
Currently,
Then
but
they
I
will
need
not be hired as event security. But you're
Well,
welcome
that's-
to have them if you enter the tournament. There is a simple paperwork and a simple bank transfer of 25,000 credits, and you can be added to the roster.
Hey,
you
boss,
can waive
I
that
quit.
fee, and I do the Jedi mind trick
Creation.
that I don't have. Oh, can I do an insight check to see if they're telling the truth about cleaning the place and it's actually closed?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Like I feel like that's a little suspicious, but what do I know? What do I know? 12.
Checking for
As far as you know, they are telling the truth, and you also notice that like there aren't a whole lot of main entrances to this place, and no one's getting like that. You might have like walked your way here, and like you might have even seen signage on the way over here that's like Royal Casino, like currently closed, no visitors, no rooms. Will reopen for the launch of the Sabat tournament.
Well, that's horribly inconvenient. You know that, right?
Because you desire to gamble now?
Gamble nothing. We were going to have our meeting here.
Well, there are other places in the city that could host a meeting.
Yes, but we were going to enjoy the place and figure out the primo seating for the tournament.
Yes. Well, I can tell you that in a few days when the casino opens, just be one of the first people through the door, and you can choose to sit where you'd like. And except you will be assigned, if you're a player, to a particular table with particular other players. You won't get to choose who you play against. You'll have to enter the bracket. It's a blind bracket.
As a Rataki, we choose the warriors we fight. Why are your warriors so afraid to go against battle against the ones that want to challenge them?
Warriors, Sabat, these are different battles.
Just sounds like a bunch of
Look,
cowards
if you would
to
like
me.
to enroll in as any of your cadre here in additional private security, there is interest, and it does look like at least some of you are capable. So, and then if you do want to enroll as a member in the tournament, a participant, I can give you information on that as well.
I
I
don't know if
guess
you
we'll go
heard me.
find a new place for our meeting.
I did not. You, Saren in the back with the tall head.
Boss. I meant it. I've had it. I quit. I'm ready to find new horizons. Tell me where I can find employment with this fine establishment.
It is contract employment. It would only be a few days that the
It's
tournament's going on.
better than listening to this man talk day in and day out.
That's fine. I'm very short-sighted.
I'm gonna shoot a
After
glare
talking
at
with
you,
him
like I'm gonna
for
kill
2
you.
minutes, I agree. And the winged guard sort of hands you like a
Gun and a beer.
whatever the equivalent of like a business card or like a half sheet that has information on like who to contact, you know.
Excellent. I thank you so much for this opportunity. What was your name?
I'm Winged Guard 1.
Winged Guard 1, I will
My
be
friend
sure,
here is Winged Guard 7.
Oh my god, he just jumped.
I will be sure to mention the both of you by name on my referral sheet. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I could not be more excited. Takes
Yeah.
the best.
Excellent. Yes, any others interested in either being a player or in the tournament or as additional security? The interview is not here with us. It is somewhere else with other people, but we can direct you.
Well, they gave
There are
him
still
already.
needs. Hmm?
Okay. They gave her the information. I can just get it from my ex-coworker.
What was our plan for the tournament? Like,
So one of the things that the Ugnaughts were able to tell you was that they know that whatever is happening deal-wise between Darga and the Empire is going down during the tournament.
right.
They're using the fanfare of the tournament as cover to make some kind of exchange.
Right. But we don't know that it's like literally taking place at the tournament. It's just around the same place. Like, do we
You
need to
could think
actually
that, sure. It could also be at the tournament.
It could be, but like, do we need to be participating?
It
They
seems like, not to metagame, but it seems like that's where the scenario is pointing us.
Yeah.
Yes. There will be a need for you to find your way into the tournament.
Yeah, so it seems like it makes sense. It would make sense for maybe a couple of us to register as players, maybe a couple as security or whatever.
Now,
Security
the entry to be a player is 25,000 credits. So I think, going out on a limb here, you don't have that kind of pocket change.
If I
Which
add
means you would
another
have to
ze-
you would
can
have
add
to
another
find
zero to
someone
this.
who would want to finance you to enter the Sabat tournament. Now, the winnings, if you win the Sabat tournament, is 1,000,000 credits.
Ooh.
Where would one pay?
Where would one pay?
Yeah. Where would one pay for this entry fee? I'm assuming they're not taking a cold hard briefcase of that type of credits, or are they?
You have probably seen like kiosks around. Kiosks are like pop up offices all around Bespin for players to get registered. Like you probably saw one today walking through customs because they know so many people are coming here to do it.
Okay,
So
and
there's
so
probably registry offices all around.
and presumably every single person arriving has the money to buy in.
Have we been
Yes.
seeing people drop like credits in person, or are they doing like a like the equivalent of like a check, or
Can we
is this,
book it?
or has the transfer all been through digital?
Please, sir, no checks. Bitcoin only.
It's a briefcase that just has like a thumb drive in it.
I mean, it's probably cred sticks. I mean, cred sticks.
Yeah.
If you can have one cred stick and it can have however many
Yeah.
creds on it.
I'm wondering if it'd be possible to maybe we could either hack the machine or somehow, game our way into getting a player's certificate without having to actually front the money ourselves.
Also
Or we
suggested
could,
finding a sponsor.
yeah, we could get an advance from maybe some extremely dangerous, shady person.
Yeah, but then we'd actually have to produce, and nobody here knows how to
That's a
play.
problem for later, Russ. That's
Galaxy's a big place. We'll never come back here.
When
what are the chances?
What are the chances that this will ever be important in Star Wars ever again? Well, if they want to go figure that out, I want to try to look for an easy mark to maybe, if I see someone that's getting ready, to buy their way in, see
I mean,
how
I could
easy
just
it is.
forge something too. I have a forgery kit and our proficient.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, if we could do that for a couple things, either because if this tournament's as big as you say or imply, with a ton of people, there should be some easier marks than others. Make a forge, swap them.
I mean, I guess you could do the whole like lure a registered player into a dark alley, beat them, and then put their clothes on and take their entry.
I like that move. But instead of beat them, we push them off the edge.
BRB, 1 second.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
No loose
Dangerous
ends.
city.
Get disappeared.
How does the good aligned characters feel about this plan?
Nope. Yeah,
mean,
it seems like there is a
job.
tremendous amount of wealth entering the city.
Yes.
It would
You just gotta
be
convince one.
probably pretty easy to steal or otherwise acquire that stuff. I don't know that my character would be in favor of that. Is there a pod race we can bet on?
There
That's the
is
other option. We
not
could
a
bet on
pod
stuff.
race happening this week. That'd be like asking if there was like a demolition derby in Morocco
Probably is.
or
Yeah.
Monaco rather.
I think there is a Bespin level in the pod racer like in 64 game, but just
That's
remember if
not canon.
fuck you, it is to me.
So, it sounds like you guys know that you can get in as like being a player. You can get in being security, or you could hit me up with some other way you think you're going to want to get in. Maybe with your breakfast subroutines, you can apply to be a chef,
Or we can just shoot our way in.
or
can we
you
do
can
like,
just blast them.
I don't know if that would work. This might be one situation where blast them isn't gonna, but we could put on some outfits and be like,
Oh my God, can we be
like
a
cocktail
jizz
waitresses or
whaler
something.
quintet?
Maybe
Ooh,
a what?
A jizz whaler
This
quintet?
whaler.
Can I don't know. Can one of you whale the jizz?
I'm proficient in a lot of tools, but not that one.
Sadly not.
Do you guys want to audition to whale some jizz? So yeah, you guys have I mean, there. You guys also know that there will be an opportunity to be a spectator. So,
I was
um,
just gonna ask that. Like, yeah, is literally everyone in here either working here or a player, or is there like just wealthy folks spectating and betting on things?
there is there will be a crowd, so you could get in that regard to like watch. So those are sort of your avenues in. So you can
I'm gonna
enter the
call the
tournament
number.
itself, be security, be in the crowd, maybe try to get some dirty money to get in.
Hmm. Okay. That
But
seems
it's not
like
today, so you just be figuring out. You just need to think about, and you guys don't have to all do the same thing. You guys can think about how you want to cover your bases if um, you know when the tournament day rolls around, what you want to be, whether it's security or a player.
Independent.
Of course, if you do want to be a player, we'll need to figure out how you guys source some shady money.
you're like, so we put the ship up as collateral.
That would greatly disturb Captain O'Keefe.
We would just leave
It's
before.
fine. I don't need to know about it.
We just gotta win. Think about it.
Yeah. It was like a 50-50 shot. Either we win or we don't.
Yeah.
I like those odds.
Okay. In that case,
You can always go check out the hotel too. Also an option.
yeah, I was just gonna say that it looks like obviously we're not getting in here right now, but we have some options later. Let's scope out the hotel.
Okay. Well, let's head over to the Yarth Bespin.
We can maybe see if
Okay, I'm back. What I missed?
Cicatrix's Imperial shtick could maybe reveal like where these new arrivals are staying.
Well, part of me is just like, let's not draw any attention to that. 'Cause if like they catch wind that anyone's asking around for them, that might be
Yeah.
enough to set them off.
Well, and that already bit us with the the Ugnaughts, right?
Yeah, pretty much the same concept, right? Like, I would imagine the Imperials are always listening to try to figure out who's looking for them, or
Hmm.
you know.
So what do we
Also,
decide?
You're going to the Bespin, the Yarth Bespin Hotel right now.
Okay.
I think that's everybody. Okay. So, as you guys come over here, I'll say the opulent Yarth Bespin Hotel is decorated extravagantly and is clearly one of the finest establishments in the galaxy. And this is just your observation from the outside. So,
I throw a rock through the window. I'm gonna test how opulent it
do
is.
you think there's just a rock that you can throw here in Cloud City?
I throw K6 through the window. Actually, more realistically, he would throw me through the window.
Uppies. Uppies. Uppies.
Oh, I like the chandeliers. That's nice. That's cool.
Yeah. So you guys go through the front door here.
I go through the window.
Okay. Beautifully woven carpets stretch from one side of the lobby to the other, and crystalline chandeliers hover overhead, casting scintillating light down on the guests below. To one side of the room, a row of fine wooden desks houses computer terminals for the hotel employees, each of whom is helping a finely dressed guest check in. One guest, however, seems to be taking issue with the service and is berating the hotel employee tending to him so loudly that everyone in the lobby has turned to stare.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to go upstairs.
And it's, I guess I can use the new clicky function. Be this guy right here.
Ah.
What do you mean the room's not ready yet? I was promised the finest room at the finest hotel on this fine station, and me and my friends here are very tired from traveling and would like to set our stuff down. I would like my room ready right now. The human man, dressed in the style of a core nobility, speaks with a precise accent, even as he shouts at the desk worker, complaining about how unsuitable he finds the accommodations. He seems to have 6 bodyguards behind him, 2 Thelan, and 4 nearly identical humans stand off to one side, ignoring tirade.
We just fight these guys.
Oh,
I like standing up for the little guy.
So this guy's, I guess I did his accent, but I should have made it more British because that would have been more inner core world. But he's just being, like, you call yourself like a good hotel. I just like you're off to a bad start. My room's not ready. It was promised to be ready by the time I got here. It's not here. Uh, Cicatrix, why don't you roll a perception check for me as you're looking at this scene unfold?
8.
Okay. You're looking across the lobby, and you see that this small entourage of 4 humans and 2 Thelan women. The Thelan women are near humans with colorful hair and skin patterns, even though the minis don't really match that. They seem to be waiting just patiently for this shouting customer to just sort of finish and wrap up. But there's something like like very familiar to you about the men.
Clones.
Are they clones?
They look identical. Think about it.
Well,
Seems pretty.
no. Are they Clone Wars clones?
Do they
That'd be
look
my
like that
assumption.
one guy?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Everybody else, feel free to roll a perception check as well at this point if you're inside.
Use your.
Yeah.
Can you do better than the character with one eye? Find out now.
perception.
As I figure out where perception is, there it is.
Both performance.
Oof.
12. Okay. Reveal 11. Okay,
Why didn't
so
mine roll?
Lynn, the 2 Thelan women are watching the man's every move very carefully and seem to be scanning the room, looking for any threats at the same time. Clearly, you clock them as bodyguards of some sort. Bax, you have not rolled perception, but you can if you'd like.
I've rolled like 3 dice. What the hell? I'll try again.
Have you tried using your arm, hand, and special pencil?
Yes.
There you go.
18 plus 1, 19.
Okay,
That works.
so you're looking at the 4 humans who are all very similar. And in fact, they could be quadruplets and are distinguished only by the scars that they bear. You noticing this, go ahead and make a lore check.
Do I get any sort of perks being a Clone Wars veteran?
Go ahead and do it with advantage.
Okay. 18.
Okay. You know that these 4 men are no doubt clones from the same stock as the clone troopers that you fought many times.
Understood.
They just aren't in their
Uniform.
plasteel plate, and they don't currently have blaster carbines.
Logic dictates this is the Imperial. We'll walk over to
Potentially, or they're just hired clones, you know. But you might be onto something.
says
Well, and I'm gonna
in a hushed tone, like
Turns his
the
volume
cicatrix.
dial down.
We'll ask, yeah.
the
You
wrong
see a
way.
little, like,
Hey, they're the Imperial.
hey, whoa. Cicatrix. Up. I turn on subtitles.
You look
you
over, they
get
see the floating words.
Shit.
do you get an Imperial vibe from their leader? These are clearly their retinue is clearly lone troopers.
Strange. It's more hissing than yelling. Usually, when the
So
Empire's involved, it's more threats.
you guys are
Or
sitting over
attempt
there
it.
making, having this conversation, and during that time, the argument at the desk seems to subside, and the nobleman seems to be mollified, and a smug grin sort of crosses over his face as he turns back to his uh, retinue. Um, um, he briskly strides back over to them and begins issuing hushed orders as the hotel staff rushes off, apparently needing to see to something that he has asked for. So,
Could I try and just step close and eavesdrop?
sure. Um, you are all sort of being observant in this lobby area, and your eyes, Cicatrix, lock with one of the identical human men. Um, and you catch like a seeming glimpse of recognition cross his face. And he like spots you and then like just steps forward and starts whispering in the ear of the nobleman. The nobleman hears what he has to say, glances over to you, clocking you,
I just stare at him the whole
and then
time. I don't look
then he
away.
gathers his whole party and like briskly leaves the lobby of the hotel and like is out onto the streets of Cloud City.
Okay, well, that's the case. I'm gonna slip behind the computer and try to figure out who the fuck they were, or at least they're saying they are, as
They're
quickly as
clearly
I
the
can.
Imperials. I will naturally go up to like the stairway to play the dumb, like
Blocking the
droid
way.
get in the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I see the staff coming, I will like go and engage them in
Ooh.
conversation slash request.
So the one staff that was like tending him just had already ran up and off up the stairs. Like
Okay.
they're gone. There's staff across the way, across at the other desk who are helping other people
yes.
sort of get checked in.
Okay.
But Cicatrix has like hopped the hotel desk and is currently trying to let's have a little bit of a splice roll here. See how easy it is for you to maneuver your way through.
Well, I am proficient, and I do have a tool.
Okay.
I don't know what check that is.
What's slice?
Heck.
You know, I
Slice
mean,
or
like
tech?
there is no hacking. It's just like tools in 5e. It's like you make a skill check, and I guess you add proficiency to it if you're proficient and have tool. But I don't know.
Is
Would
it
it be like a tech
slice?
roll or?
There is no slice tool. There is technology.
Okay, it'd be a technology roll then.
And do I add proficiency again because I have a tool and proficiency with it, or do I just?
I believe that the tool.
Because that's always the thing that's always confused me in 5e of tools and stuff.
Does it
Like
say what the tool gives you, or are you
You
just
can
able to do
do-
it because you have the tool?
maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Let's take a look.
Wait.
Slicer's kit. A slicer's kit has no description. Thanks, game.
Yeah, tool proficiencies. Here we are.
Let's take a look.
800
Slicer's
cost.
kit. Yeah, they don't have much. So you can use identify a security routine or replace or reprogram a security routine, and that's kind of it.
Okay, just technology be fine.
Okay, well, I tried. Fucking A, man.
Slicer's kit includes da 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 da.
It just
Your
says skill. There
proficiency.
should be a skill here 3 times.
Yeah.
It is not a
Yeah,
fleshed
I was
out
looking
one.
for it. It was DC 7.
Yeah, right?
So a security kit is
Jeez.
lockpicking, and a slicer's kit is like hacking into computer systems.
Well, that's what I'm hacking into right now. I believe my, what's it called? Infiltration
The way it was
package.
described as technology or baseline technology is using a computer to check the weather. Slicing, making the computer give you the weather forecast.
So if you want to try slicing, but I guess there's not. Is there no skill line for slice?
I
Or is it
have a
just
security kit and a slicer's kit. And I'm proficiency with both.
So when your immediate, just like, move the mouse around, see if they forgot to lock their workstation, doesn't work, and it looks like they locked it. Do you want to try to slice
Yeah, I guess so.
instead? Okay.
I mean, that's
So I
what
guess it
I
would be the
rolled
same
for.
check.
I mean, I can roll again and pray I don't get a fucking 2.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, this, I'm just going to post it in the chat.
Okay.
Fucking A, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was DC 8 for the
Slightly
slice,
better.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I've done everything I can.
Okay.
If that explains it, Mike.
Oh, okay. That's really small text. Hold on, let me blow it up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'd add proficiency again.
I don't think you would add it again, just you would be able to make it.
Well, because so you do an int check, which is I'm proficient in technology, and then plus whatever your kit proficiency is. So you'd add it a second time if you're proficient with both. At least that's what I'm getting out of that. Unless I'm reading
Why
wrong.
would you?
It specifically says you only.
Yeah,
add
it says when you're
proficiency
making an
to
intelligence
either.
check, you add plus whatever your kit proficiency is. Right there.
Right. But
without it,
you're
you just make
making
a regular int check, and that's it.
Your proficiency bonus can't be added to a single die roll or the number more than once. For example, if 2 different rules say you can add your proficiency bonus to a wisdom saving throw, you nevertheless add the bonus
Oh,
only
all right,
once
well,
to make the save.
okay, so whatever. But once
Well-
again, tool proficiencies are dumb.
Well, the reason that you would not be able to do that if you didn't have the slicer's kit.
Yeah. You
But
need the tool. In
You
order
you
to do
can't
it.
just hack into something making a technology
Absolutely,
check.
but having proficiency with the slicer's kit does nothing because I already have proficiency with technology.
Well,
So I will
if I
never
may,
need both.
No.
Well, right, but unless
not
you
what
need to
this thing
hack
says.
something is the point.
Yeah, you don't add your int. You just use your kit proficiency.
so
It would be a stock roll if you didn't have proficiency. It would just be a d20 check. Because you have proficiency, it's a d20 check plus your proficiency. You're not using int.
Well, it would be plus your int because you're still using.
It says right there you use a technology roll. Oh, and because I'm already proficient in technology, you can't get proficiency twice. So
No.
having proficiency in technology and splicers does nothing for you.
Well, you're not proficient in a slicer's kit. You just have one.
I am proficient in a slicer's kit.
let's have a lore check real fast there,
Well, that's
Mr.
it's
Cicatrix.
they're using the same
This is for something different.
term to describe two different things, which is a problem in this and 5e in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as the nobleman sort of turned and left, you notice that he's pretty handsome. He's young, probably barely more than 20 years old, but he carries himself with an air of superiority that you clock as just an unfortunate aspect of veteran members of the Imperial Senate.
Hmm.
His dark black hair has been cut short in the new fashion favored by um, Imperial agents, and the rest of his garb suggests the latest fashions on Chandrilla. So, while he is not at the hotel, you guys could follow him, see where he's going.
Yeah, that would make sense.
They made a hasty exit.
I mean, yes. I mean, they sort of clocked Cicatrix, maybe a few others of you, and were like, in hushed tones, all got up and left the hotel after having just made a scene about like their accommodations not being
Yeah.
Yep. I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn on my echo belt and run out and see if I see them on the street.
Yeah, I mean, you can
Ooh.
see where they're like almost cutting a wake through the semi-crowded streets of Cloud City because there's 7 of them, and they're all sort of walking in lockstep through the crowd.
I'm gonna do my best to follow them as an invisible person trying not to bump into people.
Okay. Is anybody else going to follow Ruvia?
I guess there's no reason to kind of stay here, right?
Yeah, that seems like the most important thing we could do at the moment. I
Yeah,
would
let's just-
follow, but I'd be way behind Ruvia.
Yeah, we'll just tail them at like a great distance, and
Like
Ruvia
Ruvia's
can
the eyes on
communicate.
him, and then I would be like far behind that.
Everyone else is back up.
Cicatrix, I would like
I
to
want to do
smash
such.
that face.
I want to do anything.
I cannot stand a smug Imperial.
I'm
I
pretty
wish
sure
you'd
he'd
do
be
it
like
before we leave.
getting
Is there
behind the
any
counter
other
trying to
time?
carry people's bags. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, he's like
Different
the bellhop.
subroutines are taking over. That woman needs help with her bags.
There you go. And then you'd
Excuse
like throw her
me.
through the window.
Yeah, he picks her up and not her bags and like carries
Yeah.
her upstairs.
Puts her on the cart thing.
Talks to the bags. Do you need help with your human?
Yeah.
The group
Are you
just,
being treated with respect?
the
Okay.
group just left, right?
Yeah, they clocked a
abruptly.
few of you guys and then they were out of here.
Okay, I'm gonna hang back and wait for the clerk to get back, and then I'm gonna try to catch up. I want to try a thing.
Okay. We've got our communicators, so we
Okay,
can
then if that's
tell
the
you where
case,
we're
then
at.
I'll stay with Bax just because I know I got clocked. So me being farther back is probably better.
Yeah, we'll play catch up. I want to see if we can snag their room.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really,
so-
we should have followed the employee up the stairs to see like what room they were preparing or whatever. But
Or just
Well,
kill him.
with them being gone, I'll say over to Bax or Cicatrix, put on your best Imperial accent and presence.
Okay. Howdy,
Howdy,
y'all.
I like that we both landed on that immediately. I speak Italian third best.
You see her come down the stairs and like look around and seem sort of confused. Okay.
Our compatriots have left.
You were your compatriots?
Yes, the
We're
gentlemen.
here to
that
take care
you
of their
were arguing,
room. We have all their crap.
They had urgent business to take care of.
The
Oh.
same rank that bastard thinks he can tell me what to do, but
Well, I mean, all of them are checked in and their bags are already upstairs.
Well, he wanted me to make sure they were all there. I want to go get some food. They all left to go eat.
Do you have a room key for us to deliver to them?
There's both a diner and a sort of health food spot on either end of the lobby here. If you're
Yeah,
feeling more of a green
dipshit, he's
smoothie,
paying for
that's
the
over
meal.
that way, and then over there is more of the restaurant. He has his keys. I don't have any additional reservation slots for.
We are.
What was your name?
I mean, we
Leahy.
start playing the droid part. I am VXT24732.
Oh, yep. Okay. I do not have a reservation for you,
We are
and
not staying here. We are
well,
merely covering for
understand
the
that.
gentleman.
Yeah, you are not going into any rooms without a key. This is not my first day on the job.
Persuade them.
Listen, you
So
need to understand, we're very tired. We need something from his
there's a
bag, and
couch
we just
behind
need
you
to
if you
get
want to
it.
take a seat.
You don't understand. I'll get in a lot of trouble. Like a lot of trouble. Plus, that guy's a
Not as
complete
much.
jerk.
I
You saw
don't.
him? You don't want
I
him to
saw
come
him.
back.
I
I will
don't.
deal with that every day. Come on, look out for
I
me.
hope that he's a. I hope he's a good tipper, but I'm also not losing my job. You know,
Do you
You
have
won't lose your job. He won't even know.
he.
Who
Do
would
you have an
like
Imperial
it'll just
badge
be
or
I
rank?
fine.
will
It's
know,
what we
and it
need
will
to
bother
do.
me.
Do you have an Imperial badge or rank symbol
I
on
do
you?
have my old badge.
You could flash it and say that we work for him, and
Yeah. I'll flash it real quick.
for your
Do you understand?
deception
I'm
check.
also with the Empire.
You're saying that man was with the Empire?
Yeah, it's a gamble. I don't think
Low
he revealed
key.
himself.
Says the
Hmm.
clone troopers didn't tip you off.
The the
You notice how
the
they're all four looked the damn
quadruplets.
same?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I mean, roguishly handsome, I might say.
So understand this. He comes back and he's mad. Bad things
Mhm.
might happen to me, to you, to everything here. So
Oh,
let me go up, grab the thing he needs out of his stupid luggage, and then I'm gonna get some grub, and we'll be done with this.
he could also tell me to fetch the thing out of his luggage. Where did he go?
He went to go get food. I told you. He saw
Do,
a
do you,
place that has Coruscant croissants, and he dies for those.
Coruscant croissants.
Yeah,
Finest in the galaxy.
French cuisine finally in the
We
outer
do make an
rim.
imitation Coruscant croissant in the restaurant next door.
Does he look
Also,
like
We're
a
on
guy
a
that would have
schedule.
imitation?
I mean, you can only make croissants on croissants. It's like you can only make champagne in the Champagne region of the
Tatooine.
Champagne planet of the galaxy.
Look, we
Pacific
are
Rim
on a
makes
schedule. Let us
Yes.
Otherwise,
in.
it's just sparkling pastry.
Um, his reservation, his instructions are quite specific. Who is to go into his room and who is not, and those people have keys. You do not have keys or a reservation. So perhaps.
Come on.
So you're telling us we have to go walk him all the way back. You want him to yell at you again like he was previously?
He should be more clear with his instructions after all the instructions he just gave me. I'm not giving entry to his rooftop suite to some Johnny come lately.
It's diarrhea medication. He has a very specific diarrhea I whisper this as quietly as I can. And if anyone finds out, it'll be my head. I really can't let this happen.
Look,
Come on, one employee to another.
Agitated.
It honestly, if it's your head, then you better catch it in your hands. His diarrhea.
He's got the turbo shits.
So this lady ain't budging. She's
Yeah, okay.
mind reader. She knows.
He was just very specific. This is a very high-end hotel. You either have a reservation, you either have a key card, or you don't.
Oh, wait,
right.
Max, you have that key card, don't you? Why didn't you tell me sooner? We'll be right back. We'll go get in ourselves.
Oh, right. My memory banks require
You idiot.
maintenance. Beep boop.
Right.
These old freaking droids, they're not worth a damn.
Cusco's poison.
I'm just gonna go lockpick the door.
Yeah. Yeah, since we don't even get to make a deception check with her or anything, we're just gonna go the other way.
Yeah.
Do you know? Oh, I
She
guess
told
she did
us.
tell you kind of.
Yeah, she told us that it was the sky roof,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, she told us it was a rooftop suite.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go to it?
Yeah, hold on a second. I gotta get you guys over here.
I've got to build this.
Da-da-da-da. Nope, it's built. I just have to uncover it and then get your little mini and set it on the little stairs right here. Boop.
I whisper under my like vocalizer's breath. If I have the opportunity, I wish to shoot that staff member.
I agree. We'll shoot them for days is the
You
plan.
guys are murderous bastards.
I'm a I'm an assassin droid. Everything's a nail and I'm a hammer.
I have a +6 to persuasion, and they didn't give me an option to. So murder is there. They made the choice for murder.
True.
Okay, if you guys lock onto your tokens now, you'll see yourself at the door.
At the door.
Oh,
I
interesting.
will keep watch, and I will like turn the corner or however the stairway works to keep an eye out.
Okay. Well, I will attempt to use my security kit, I guess.
Yes.
Sure.
The security kit's a
Okay.
lockpicking kit.
What check would that be?
Probably sleight of hand.
Which I'm not
Probably
very
sleight of
good
hand.
at. So this is like a one and done. Hope for the fucking best. Nope. Okay. Well, we tried.
Ooh.
I guess I can't do
Alright.
anything today.
So about this time, you get a ping from Ruvia, who is saying that they're going into like some market section, and they may or may not be onto the fact that they're being followed.
All right. We'll catch up with them.
Okay. All right, hold on a sec. Let me get over to another board here.
I'm invisible and they still clocked me.
Well, like you
Yeah.
know that they are.
They're well aware that someone would be interested in where they're going.
Yeah.
Who specifically, they don't know, but they're acting as though they have a tail.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see here. Let's do. Let's get you guys over here. So Ruby, you see them go into some sort of like small, like mall complex, like shopping area. And note that it only has like really one way in or out, and you sort of wait for your friends to show up. I assume. Catch up with you.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see here. Cintrix. 6. Lynn. That's Lynn already. Yeah. Ruvia.
Grab a sippy of water really quick.
Kate.
Actually, we could just take a very sort of early bio break here before this next part starts. So,
Sure.
how about everybody goes and
Sensible.
gets a drinky poo?
Cool.
All right.
Alright.
We got a cool jizz concert playing. Uh-oh. Is everybody going break? Uh-oh. I'm sorry.
Righto.
I didn't realize I caused everyone to go on break. Come back. I'm like, guys. Got a sweet jizz music playing.
Yeah, it's our Star Wars elevator hold music. Yeah, I wonder how many more planets in addition to Angel's Venture they're going to blow up.
You see, like, the line of death?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's like the first real thing. Although, I won't lie, totally called it. We're pressing F for reals now.
Oh, yeah.
I knew we were going to take a massive loss somewhere.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we'll
But
have to see.
I wonder how far in.
Also, I'm partially a conspiracy theorist. Have you traveled to the planet yet? Or anything like that?
The one that got
Yeah,
destroyed? Yeah.
Angels. So, if you look at the galaxy map, it shows, like, the black hole or whatever still at the destroyed planet, right?
Oh, yeah, but if you go there, it's
You
not.
don't see it at all.
Yeah.
And it's like, if it's a black hole, like, the planet looks, like, destroyed, not really sucked into a black hole. Now, yes, you can argue that, like, the gravitational forces ripped the planet apart, right? But the fact that we don't see the black hole when we're in space, and the planet is destroyed, not sucked up, I'm wondering if this is like a false flag.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Helldivers.
Oh.
Like, obviously,
Well, you know
it
they're
could
gonna do
just
something on the
be
10th, right?
Nope.
what?
'Cause that'll be the 1-year anniversary of Helldivers.
I thought it
I think it was the
That
10th.
was like that was a few days ago.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Because they gave us, like, the capes, and they gave us the armor. Because it's the 13th
Oh,
now.
February 8th. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I thought it was the 10th.
But, what's it? Like, it could be just gameplay and graphics where they can't have all that shit on one screen, you know? That's fine. But based upon, like, how everything works in universe, I'm just like, there's a lot of questionable things in my mind that a false flag wouldn't be, you know, against the narrative.
No, yeah, you're right. But I would be more keen to believe it if they had set up something that could clearly go wrong.
Mhm.
Like, yes, we have this new like facility
Yeah.
processing like hyper fuel or some I don't know, like
No, you're right. And it's probably just, this is the first major loss that we've had. So, I'm fine with playing it straight, right? But there's a little kernel in the back of my mind that's just like, "Hmm."
Yeah, it is true that like the physics of it don't make a ton of sense, but
Mm.
whatever.
Like, if it would've had the black hole already, like, leave the planet, I wouldn't have thought twice about it. But because the black hole's still there and you can't see it, you can see the whole damn planet. I'm just like, "Okay, maybe." But but you're right, it's probably just, a straight up, you know, as presented.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm wondering how much longer they're gonna draw this part out before they're like,
Well, it's headed right for Super Earth, and there's, like, 7 more planets for them to kill.
right. So
Is
like, how far down that chain is it gonna go before they're
Yeah.
like, now the Illuminates like full,
Mhm.
attack force. Because now we're like, okay, we got to dedicate more resources to preventing them from moving the black hole.
Yeah. Meanwhile, every other front is
So,
gonna fall apart.
right, which is fine, but like that us committing more forces might, in the narrative, make the Illuminate commit more forces.
Yeah.
So we'll see
Like a
like
fight.
are the
their
Illuminate fighting on more than one front?
no, they just kind
Yeah.
of pop up randomly,
Yeah. They're coming in and out of, like,
mostly
hyperspace.
on their own front, but
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking that year 2 is starting off with quite literally a bang.
yeah, I'm just really itching for them to like release the rest of the units for that faction because it's kind of
Yeah. There's
like
also been a
only
bunch of
half.
leaks on more units for the existing ones too.
That's cool. Yeah,
Special stalkers
they
and all
all
that.
need more stuff, obviously, but like
Oh,
those
yeah.
ones the most.
Mhm. Though they're enough of a pain in the fucking ass already.
All right.
Is everyone back?
Never,
I
yeah,
think
Nathan, are you
so.
back? Nathan?
Yeah, he said something a minute ago.
You sure? I haven't heard Micers or Nathan.
No, I've been here.
Oh, sorry.
I guess Nathan's not back.
He died. Or he's muted. One of the two.
I mean, he would hear us and then it'd be like,
Yeah, if he
I'm
was here, he
muting.
would have said something.
Clearly fighting a bear in the background.
Pretty easy check to find out if someone's here.
Yeah, what is it, like a DC-5?
So none of you guys are like big red people, huh? All right, I'm taking red. Red's my favorite color.
I usually,
Yeah, I take
if I'm
orange.
GM, I'm picking red every time.
Yeah.
But
I'm okay. I'm taking it right now. I'll
yeah,
give it to whoever's
that
GM
was
next
my
time, and then
that was
I'll
my
take
dice color
coral.
for
Coral!
Coral.
no, I really like the red dice as GM in Roll20
Ah, yeah.
because I could have the monsters rolling publicly so the players could see like how much what they were rolling and whatever. It was, the reactions were always fun.
All right, back.
Okay.
Cool.
So, you guys are you have followed this noble into what appears to be a secluded part of a Bespin like sort of shopping center area. Um, and you maybe realize with Ruvia peeking up the stairs that they have placed themselves in a dead end and are just waiting for you to show up.
Oh. Also,
Okay,
by
so- Oh,
Should
go ahead.
warn our party.
I absolutely will. They
Mm.
seem to be waiting for us. My echo belt is still on.
It's not that they have. It's not that they have weapons drawn or anything, but they are
yeah,
posted
by
up.
remote, do you also mean that like it is not populated?
Like there's not that many people. I mean, you might have seen like one or two people walking through here. It just might not be like a very active time for this shopping center. Like imagine like a mall at like 9:30 on a Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Okay.
I should warn our party. These are clone troopers. With what we've faced as a group, mainly security consultants, Imperial stormtroopers have been made a significant threat to us. These clone troopers are veterans and are probably a massive threat, and we are not very armed.
Well, then it's a good thing that we don't want to fight these people, do we?
I mean,
Also, they're
speak
not
for
armed either,
yourself,
right?
but
Did we clock any weapons on them?
Not that we know of.
I mean, they.
Do
I
you
mean,
guys
they're
want
all.
to think that you've picked up your weapons from the Ugnaughts at this point? Or like had
Yeah,
them dead drop
probably.
them
Probably
some of
wouldn't be a
you?
bad idea.
Sure, called in a dead drop.
Okay.
Yeah, like just have them dead drop somewhere near your like your like
Okay.
your like customs
Area.
location.
Okay.
You know, like a train station locker.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
then, we're
Yeah,
still
yeah,
not
exactly.
very armed, but yeah.
You're like, oh shit, the clone troopers found our guns.
That said, I am gonna try and stealth up and see if I can, like, if they're having a conversation, if there's any chatter that I can overhear while I'm
And you
still.
are you
I am.
remind me again with your current this power, are you like fully 100% invisible?
No, it just means that I have advantage on any stealth rolls, and anyone trying to detect me has disadvantage.
Okay, so let's have you roll with advantage.
Super crazy advantage.
Could we have maybe K6, as he wasn't really a massive focus on us, be some sort of a distraction?
Carry a box around.
Play the just something
A
to take
barrel.
their eyes off of the open area. Can we find like a random crate or a box or something nearby and like
For
have
some reason, the number isn't popping up, but that was a 19 plus 6, so 25. And we'll just fish for the crit.
Your roller's not working?
No, for some reason, like I'm rolling dice, but the number's not popping up.
Yeah, it was doing the same thing for me, man. I don't know what changed it.
Yeah, I see,
But
I
yeah,
do see the dice though.
I rolled an 18 and a 19, which would be 24 and 25 respectively.
Okay.
For stealth.
Let's see here. Pretty much have to roll back to back 20s on somebody. Hold on a sec.
Well, did K6 go and be a distraction, or are we just not doing that?
Well, I mean, it sounds like him being. I don't want to play James's character for him, so like he could distract, but then what is the rest of the plan? So like K6 could go with a box, and then what would happen?
He's just a distraction and, walking around not being violent, and then Lynn gets to do, or Ruvia gets to do whatever Ruvia wants to do.
Oh, you're saying it was a distraction for Ruvia.
Yeah, he's just there to take
I don't
their
think
eyes.
Ruvia needs the help, honestly, right now.
Yeah, they
'cause,
already.
even with like keeping an eye out, they don't seem to be very competent at clocking Ruvia's current location. So, and with that, no one has rolled. They really need to roll a crit at disadvantage to spot Ruvia.
Yeah.
So you're able to sneak up there, Ru.
Awesome. What do I hear? Are they chattering to each other? Are they?
I will allow you to make a perception check now, and
I
we'll
would
see
glad.
how easy it is for you to hear. I guess to watch where you're rolling here, so I can see your dice.
Yeah, they're
Yeah. Okay. I will
speaking to each other in
exclusively
Huttese.
roll in. I don't know, whatever this little shopping area is with a floating ship. Oh, well, that one showed up.
There we go.
Wow, excellent. Okay,
All right, Ruby rolling hot.
Yeah.
um, you so the clone trooper bodyguards are not talking to one another. They're just like keeping an eye out on the shop, like this shopping area itself. But from where you're at, you can hear the nobleman talking to his two Thelan bodyguards. And what you hear is like essentially like, look, they're going to show up. And we're all, I mean, if they're dumb enough to follow me here, then I have really no reason not to turn them into dust. I mean, they're, they're going, I mean, and just think of the credit that would buy me, when I actually do meet with Darga, you know? So just keep your head on a swivel, keep your hand on your weapon there, and let's see what they want to do.
Uh, okay. So that I'm seeing these four guards. I am not presently seeing whoever's talking.
I will use the new tool to say
Ah,
they.
haha. Yeah, right there. Okay. So that's
Yeah,
sort of
and then
where I'm
he's
hearing it
talking.
from.
He was talking with his two bodyguards. These two.
Mhm. Okay. Uh, to throw a grenade or not throw a grenade?
Hmm.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, and she can't like
Boy,
whisper into a communicator. I think she would probably just sneak back, and relay the information like they are in wait for us. They are trying to connect with Darga, uh, and they are ready to do us harm. So right now we have the element of surprise, and we can strike first. At which point she takes out a what do I have? A fragmentation grenade? Is that what I bought? Uh, and just says, I could leave this at somebody's feet, and we could start this thing off with a bang."
just just out of curiosity, Ruvia, where did you hide that grenade to sneak it onto
Oh,
the
no, you're
station?
right. Never
You
mind.
don't
I do
want to
not
Did you
have a
know.
grenade.
did you did you
Nope.
put it up your nose?
Nope. No, I didn't. I
Did you
hid it
put
in
it
my
up your
head.
butt?
No, I do not have a grenade. Never mind.
Put it in
Oh,
my tummy pouch.
okay.
Kind of marsupial.
Bax wants me to carry box.
Well, not anymore.
Oh, I find box anyways.
Well, at the very least, I can get us the element of surprise if we want to take advantage of.
There's no there's no other entrances or exits to this store that they're guarding.
So you can see like behind you, there's three doors coming up here. There's other ways up. There's the stairway that
Oh, yeah.
K6 is on. There's the stairway on the other side from him.
Would there be any, just with the way Cloud City's designed, are there any like service entrances or vents or anything like that, or are these really kind of like a strip mall or like a mall, like
What do
one
you
room?
need a event for?
To get in
Cool
behind them?
adventure shit.
Oh, you want to like
Being
sneak
sneaky.
through?
Yeah, because they're guarding a place, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, they're not guarding
So
a place. They're just
No, they're just waiting
they're
for
making a
us.
dead end there. Like we're not going to be running from these people anymore. We're going to face them, and if they want to tussle, well, we'll tussle.
well, just so I can see where the models are. Oh, I thought. Yeah,
I
because
suppose we
we
could
didn't.
talk
To
first.
confirm, you didn't see the leader, did you?
I did, yes.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm not seeing the model stuff. Well,
Yeah,
I'd
we
still
don't have
like to
line
get
of
around
sight.
him or anything like that, because walking into an Old West shootout while awesome looking will probably lead to our death.
Well, and we could so we can either take the advantage that we have with surprise, or we can try talking to these people.
Hmm. Why not both?
You know what? I like that idea. How about Cicatrix? You seem to have something of a rapport with Imperial personnel. Why don't you strike up a conversation? I'll put
I think they're
myself
going
in
to
an
shoot me once
advantageous
they see
position.
me.
You think?
I almost know so. Hence on what you told me, what you overheard.
Yes,
Remind me
yes.
again, one more time, what they were talking about.
That they are they sort of know you to be following them, and that if you are going to confront them, they're more than willing to have you try them.
Yeah.
And
So
if
we've got.
by confronting you and turning you into dust, it's only going to get him additional favor with the Imperium and Darga.
Darga.
Mhm.
So he doesn't know that we are ostensibly agents of Darga's. So that could be a strong reason for him not to kill us.
Well, I think he's working with Darga, and Darga was like, "Hey, man, these 4 guys fucked up a bunch of my shit."
Yep. Also,
Freed this Jedi I'd been keeping in captivity for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think our rapport with anything Darga related is kaput.
yeah, you're probably right. All right,
Um.
element of surprise it is.
Like killing this guy might
Well,
help us figure out where Darga is.
yeah. Can
Or
I
not killing him and questioning him.
maybe trying to bait out a conversation and then an ambush if things go south? Can I sweep around to the side and see if there's any like service rooms over? Oh, hey, I get to do a thing over here.
Yeah, there appears to be a room that you just pointed at the door for there. Yeah.
Yeah, can I like walk in just like business, not acknowledging?
The door does not automatically open for you, so it's not that it is a public access door. So if you do want to access that place, you might have to try something.
It scans for a soul, and since you don't have one,
Swear to God.
Good thing I keep more in this bottle.
Is this like a service like door?
It appears to be a door to some industrial area in the back.
K6.
So I
Would it be
guess
possible to force it open?
I could certainly try. And K6 will roll strength, which he has in some amount of abundance. Okay, this will be athletics check, so he's got +7 to that. Here we go. 7, okay, so it's a 16 on the die for a 23. I think he is able to force open the doors.
Hell yeah.
Also, while we were kind of skulking about,
Mhm.
I would like to mage armor up.
Okay, mage armor up. Let's have some other people decide some pre-engagement activities of their own. So, Cicatrix or Ruvia or Lynn, is there something you would like to do before someone either catches the eye or engages otherwise with this group.
I mean, I'm just going to act natural, like I'm looking at whatever these keyboard vendors are. So if they do spot me, they don't immediately shoot because they see me staring at them.
Still, let's see, where did K6 break in? Oh, there we are. Off to the right.
Use these cool. Yeah, I just wanted to see if maybe there's like a side room or a vent or some
if you
way
put them
to
on a
flank.
token, it'll rotate with the token or move with the token. If you
Oh, that's hilarious.
so yeah, put it,
Yeah.
and then see if I move it. Yeah,
Ah,
that's
Kind
neat.
of funny.
Are all
I
of these
love it.
storefronts closed?
It does seem to be quite early for these places. So like, imagine that their security gates are closed and there's not a
Okay.
not a
Yeah.
vendor inside. Makes it much easier to have a shootout without a bunch of people here. But also, this is a great
Witnesses.
cyberpunk tile set.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
totally is. Yeah, other than Lynn gets the feeling this is just gonna go south, so just battle precognition in advance and then hiding on the stairs or what have you.
Yeah, Ruvia's gonna move up and to the left and stay hidden. See how things play out.
Okay, Lynn, you're hiding on the
To
stairs.
the left. Yeah, just sort of like
Looking drunk, laying on some stairs.
crouch
dressed
down
like a
beside
Look at these
them
drunk
or what have
teens.
you.
They're
Not hard to look
absurd.
like a bum when you're a Jedi.
Right?
True.
Yeah.
The fingerless gloves were stock standard.
Leaving only cicatrix without a. So no one's actually engaging these people. You're just
yet.
all doing quiet, independent activities.
Well, eventually he'll get bored, and then he'll step out, and then we'll jump him.
We're just gonna wait him out.
I mean, I don't know, unless someone else has an ambush attack.
I'm
Wanna
trying.
do.
I mean, I've said
I mean,
multiple times. I'm trying to look for a way to flank.
yeah, no, it sounds like the flanking maneuver. I
Well,
am
you're
also flanking, so we need someone in the sort of center position to like strike up a conversation.
Cicatrix,
Well,
what's your or it's not
before we
Cicatrix. Bax, what's the range on your current weapon?
it's 45 and 180, but I'm trying to I'm not going to be shooting them from back here. I was trying to see if maybe because this looks like a service room, are there any like panels or anything to see if we can like push through or go up or around or anything like that? Because like Cloud City, with a bunch of its infrastructure, has to have some way to get inside to deal with all these interior rooms and
Verticality.
all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So there's
Or
got to
just crash the
be
whole city.
right, yeah.
And get the
So
target.
is there like any sort of vents, any sort of side panels that open to get up and around, or
Uh,
anything like that, or is this just an empty room?
It's not that it's an empty room. It looks like this is a some sort of like localized power room. So you could essentially use this room to cast this place into darkness. So you could turn off all the lights. You would shut the mall power off essentially, which would cause some confusion. So you could use this
Also,
room for that.
significant difficulty to your teammates.
Yeah, I think it would affect both parties. Um, might be a good way if we needed an exit, but there's no way to get
Yeah.
up and around or anything like that.
I would say in this instance, no, only because I don't want you to have to roll for it. It's
Okay.
not that I want to shut down your creativity. It's that there's a
You wanna shut
particular
down my
way that this
creativity.
battle should work if you guys do go into battle, and I want the bad guy to have his back against the wall.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then let me do some math.
You want to do some meth?
Math.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then I'm just gonna hop down the railing and get ready to go up with everybody else then. Because I'm just putting myself at a disadvantage being over there.
Hmm.
Well, I'm going to step forward and probably get down in the
Am
first
I
turn.
closing this door,
So,
Bax?
No.
I leave this door open.
actually, break it
Can
open
it
so it can
close?
never be closed again.
Yeah, can you jam it?
Put like a penny in there or something?
Yeah.
If I find a penny in there.
I'm coming for you.
Okay. Those of you going up the stairs, Cicatrix and Lynn, tell me, are you just slow walking, cool guying it?
Yeah.
I'm looking like I'm really. I need to buy whatever the hell they sell at that astronaut store.
I
It's like,
have to
oh,
imagine that just because of how cyberpunk the rest of it is, that I imagine that it's got to be some sort of like cool cyber gear or like motorcycle kit.
I mean, if you hold all tab, it says astronaut.
Yeah, that's the mini for it, like.
So I assume it's an astronaut store. That's where you buy
Yes.
astronauts. So I'm just gonna
Um,
kind of casually start to walk over there and see if they say anything to me.
yeah, you'll hear the nobleman go, "Ah, so you've finally decided to show your faces."
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're right. I didn't just see your unmistakable, unique, one of a kind face at the hotel not 20 minutes ago. And you couldn't possibly be the one who is all over the hollows that I was supplied for characters to look out for or when I arrived in the city. Oh, and wouldn't you look at that? The little girl is here too.
I don't know who the hell you're
Perhaps
talking about.
Perhaps I can help the one that looks like a homeless girl?
Yeah, she's been following. I gave her bread once, and she's been following me around this stupid city the whole time.
Yes, and your defunct droids.
Well, yeah, they
So,
follow me because they carry all the heavy shit that I can't carry. I'm a war vet, you know.
a war vet.
I've seen wars,
Yes. No doubt fought on the losing side, winning side. I mean, obviously you're not wearing your uniform. You're not donning your medals. How is one to know?
If you have to know, I was on the Republic side.
The Republic side. And
Which makes me
when
the
did you?
winning side. I don't know if you noticed.
Yes, but your choice of words makes me think that you left at a particular time.
Oh no, I was there for the Empire.
Were you?
Yeah, I was commander
And
actually.
when is it you decided to work against them? Against
Against them?
us?
Never. As
I
far as you might know, I'm still working for them.
I should know.
Then what's my name?
That's the problem. I don't know you. I don't know why you're on this station. I don't know why only a few days ago you were in Darga's employ. I don't know why you betrayed the trust of the hut. But well, my friends here were gladly put an end to the rest of your, no doubt, non-illustrious career right here.
Walk up and stab one of them as he's saying that.
Okay, let's. We'll have.
Surprise round, maybe. I don't know.
We'll have Ruvia get essentially a critical initiative, but we'll have you roll initiative as well,
All right.
Ruvia. So let's go into initiative.
This is at +5. For some reason, that one didn't register either, but I rolled a 14.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay,
15
so
for
you're
me as
actually
well.
quite far up there anyway. So put you at the top. Micers at the towards the bottom here. Sam in the middle-ish here. Kai slightly after him. Okay. All right. Undercover clothes. Have them all go at once.
Yeah, they're all clones. They have the exact same initiative.
Same stat block, same initiative. Different taste in food,
They're
oddly.
clones, not a hive mind.
Teams. I'll go with.
That was our thing.
Yeah.
That's
No,
our
actually, the
thing.
droids act more like clones, and all the clones act like a hive mind.
Right. Yeah.
Come on.
That's like IG-88's thing, is that they're a hive mind, aren't they?
Yeah. IG-88 is an actual hive mind.
And like each time one gets destroyed, they actually get worse as a whole, don't they?
It's until they make like a backup.
6.
But in the EU, they like eventually like most of the IG-88s got taken out.
Yeah. It's a cool idea.
I dig it. During that conversation, could I have stacked the deck or no? Which is an action.
What is stack the deck?
It's like a bless.
Bless? Oh, it's like it's an ability that you have.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do it while the convo was going on.
Yeah. What
It
does it
lasts
look
like an
like when
hour,
you?
right?
No, it's a minute of concentration.
What does it look like when you stack the deck?
Pulls out a Sabak deck and he puts a bunch of aces in it.
Okay.
It's being a tactical droid upgrades. It's one of those things where I can just assist. I would be able to like mark 3 allies and be able to give them tactical assistance and tips, which is essentially adding a D4 to their attack rolls. It just takes me a second to start the subroutines.
Sure. Do I need to
Okay.
mark people?
Yeah, just 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, so Cicatrix.
I don't know why you're marking me.
Hey man, you keep saying you need all the help you can get, so take the help.
Cicatrix, Lynn.
It's an attack or saving throw, so it's
And
also
then you?
yes. It's a D4 to attack rolls or saving throws.
I keep hearing like something against my window, and I realize it's just freezing rain.
Yep.
Okay. That one. Okay, so that's 3. Ruvia, you are up first in critical initiative because of your action. So go ahead and do either a action, movement, or bonus action.
Awesome. The action is just gonna be to try and oh, actually, come think of it. I can try and give myself advantage against this guy. So I am going to. Where are you? Damn it. Nope. Okay, this turn, I'm just gonna attack him.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't have the rule pulled up.
Do they have like surprise?
Ruvia does, yeah.
Yeah. Like that gives like advantage or whatever, right?
It gives her sneak attack because she'll.
Oh.
She's attacking from invisible, essentially, right?
Yep.
Well, she
Yeah,
doesn't get sneak
attacking
attack
from.
because of that. She gets a sneak attack because she has advantage.
Yeah, because she's like an unseen attacker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we'll roll this advantage.
But once you attack, you are seen, correct?
I am, yes. Yep. So it's 15 for the first one.
All right.
And a 6
The
for the so
15
15.
does hit.
Awesome. We're doing D4 plus 2. Ugh, minimum damage plus a D6 for sneak attack. Oof. Okay, so
5
we deal
damage.
5 damage to this guy.
Okay. We go back. This guy rolled a natural 20 on his initiative.
Nice. Noble.
He will point his blaster pistol at Ruvia and fire, and he gets 2 attacks. Here we go.
So if we turn on Rubia and kill Rubia right here and act like that there's some traitor or assassin, would they side with us afterwards?
First one's a miss. Okay. Second one's gonna be 22 to hit.
That'll be a hit.
Okay, so here's that's 6. Okay. That is going to be 9 energy damage.
Cool.
Okay.
She is going
You're
to
gonna try to deflect?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna try and force reflect that. So I'm gonna roll a d10. Come on, d10. Okay. I'll
That's pretty
deflect
good.
7 of the damage.
Okay, so you still take 2 damage.
I do, yes.
Okay. Flex 7. Don't get a chance to shoot it back to someone.
Nope.
Okay, he is hit on a weapon attack. He's going to take this opportunity to immediately use his reaction and command one ally within 30 feet to make another weapon attack.
Uh-huh.
And he will tell the Thielen bodyguard to his side to raise her blaster rifle and kill Ruvia.
Bring it.
Okay, here we go. That's an 18 on the die for a 24.
That's a hit.
We should probably
Okay.
call back.
And I've already used my reaction.
Okay, not bad. That's another 6 energy damage
Okay.
to Ruvia, so that puts you to 16. And that's his
We're
initiative. What's up?
just to throw a wrench into things. Were these guys surprised by Ruvia?
I would think
Or
that
no? Or were they not
Yes,
surprised?
that's why Ruvia is getting a chance to make a critical initiative without rolling a natural 20. Does that make sense? So
yeah.
we
So,
all
but
get a
it's not
surprise round.
it's not a surprise round though, right?
we are currently in a surprise round. Yes.
Does the person have to use their reaction to take that shot?
So let's see here.
They don't get their reaction back until their turn.
Yeah.
And whenever I do my assisted fire, they have to use their reaction to do so.
Yeah, so the nobleman, because on his critical initiative, he scored a hit. He used his reaction to use something called Inspire Fervor, which, let's see here. So he can command an ally within 30 feet to make a weapon attack, provided that they can hear him.
Okay, but they don't have to use their reaction to do that.
So
it's just
he's used his
thing.
reaction, but the Thielen bodyguard has not used their reaction.
Okay.
Okay.
Just clarifying.
Okay, so that is it for critical initiative or surprise round. And the first person to go is the nobleman. Okay. It was bodyguard is this. So that's her. Okay. So let's see here. 100 feet. No problem. Okay, so he's going to take a shot at Cicatrix with his first shot here. Natural 1. Which I'm going to use a fate point and re-roll.
Aha.
So that'll get me down to 2 fate points. Another natural 1. Fuck me.
Wow.
You can have it, Cicatrix. You can have it.
Fate
Okay.
has decided, baby.
He does have multi-attack, so he will use his second
You
attack.
better
again.
roll your
Second trick-
100 and see if his gun explodes.
All right, let's see here. Where's
Gonna be another one.
Okay, so don't normally roll D100 on my ones, but he did get a 14, so he didn't get sub 10, which would be really bad. So, but it's not something that would necessarily generate a destiny point for you guys. Okay, second attack. Second tricks. Okay, this one might hit. Yeah, it's gonna hit. It's 19.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
as long as you roll 1, he's going to hit me.
I don't know. He doesn't have that high of an attack bonus to his thing, but he is going to do max damage on his blaster for you, and that's going to be 9 damage. So 25. Okay, 25. All right. And you can basically like hear him like command this squad of bodyguards to like wipe you off the map. Like take them all down. Okay. Feeling bodyguard. It's going to step in front of nobleman. Let's see here. Who all can she see? She can see. Got backs with a little bit of cover. Cicatrix with no cover. Can't see Lynn. She's got. And she can see. K6 way back there. Okay, she's gonna raise a second, or for a second time, her blaster rifle at Ruvia. Here we go. Natural 1.
Love to see it.
Jeez.
Wow, that's 3 natural 1s.
Yeah,
right
I
off
think
the
that
bat
dice
here.
is cursed, man.
Okay, 78 on the D100. So nothing bad happens. She does not have multi-attack. She's going to save her reaction at this point. Ruvia, you are up.
All right.
Is this where you want to be?
No. God, no. We're gonna take. Actually, yeah. So we're gonna try and stab this guy one more time.
Okay.
As my action, because I can disengage as a bonus action. $14.
14's a miss.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is.
Aren't
then
you
yeah.
a duelist though?
Oh yes, I missed. I get to try again. Well, no. If I would have to use my bonus action to do that, and I want to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay. Bonus
Yep.
action disengage.
And then we're gonna move. We got our. No, we only got the guns that we got from the last fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the ones from the ship. Okay, great. So I still just have my dagger.
Can Ruvia tell what these guys are armed with?
Sure. She's got hit by him, so why not?
Great.
The most of the bodyguards all have blaster rifles, but the Baron
Rifles.
Blaster rifle.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Welcome to Cloud City. And the noble guy seems to have some long, thin vibro weapon at his hip. Ruvia would recognize it as a vibro rapier.
And he also has a rifle?
He has a pistol.
Huh.
Okay, she dives into cover, and that is it.
Okay. Underground clue. This guy over here. So the guy that got stabbed by Ruvia. Oof. Could pursue and try to beat up Ruvia. Bro. Let's see here. Take cover on the far side. And maybe take a pot shot leaning out at Cicatrix. 19 to hit on Cicatrix.
Yep.
Okay. 8 energy damage to 17. Oof. Guy on the other side is going to scoot back and take position behind these containers. And what's he got? He's got Cicatrix. You're just standing out there.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, well, from point of view, who can they see? Oh, well, Cicatrix. Lynn, you're going to want to help this poor man.
We need to fall back.
All right.
Maybe we just run away and narc on them. Be like, those guys have guns.
Those guys have
Honestly,
guns.
like, we need to leave. This is just going to be a shooting gallery.
Yep.
Uh, 11 will not hit Cicatrix. And Lynn, you are up.
Right. Well, all right. So there's been a hail of gunfire. Our team is getting shot up pretty bad. All right.
Well, I mean, Bax hasn't gone yet. And K6 hasn't gone yet.
I mean,
Our
we're
two
pretty
main-
True.
in this fight. We need, like, we'll do whatever the group does. I vote we need to leave. Because it's wide open space, and they are just going to light us the fuck up.
Yeah. It's a real shame we don't have one of them rifles. Should have taken forced disarm. God damn it.
Yeah,
Because we could
with
use
a
these
pistol,
stairs
I don't have the range to do a
very
lot.
strategically. No, I know. If I could get you a rifle.
Yeah, then we can go back and take pot shots, but we need to. I think we need to start falling back. This is not an opportune location for us.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's just a wide open area, minus like the dead center, which they'll focus on.
Yeah.
So whatever the group
Super
decides, but that's my vote.
Nope, I agree. However, just to return fire a bit. Are there a couple of objects that I can force propel to throw around? Perhaps some of these crates?
I would be careful with
absolutely.
that.
I mean, he already knows who I am.
No, he doesn't. He thinks you're some homeless woman.
Not the way he said it.
Yeah, I mean, either way, we're marked.
Anyway, Mike, are those throwable?
Yeah, absolutely. 100% throwable.
Okay.
Could even be highly explosive. No, I'm just kidding. They're not.
Damn.
Game needs
Well,
more
you never
red
know until you
barrels.
throw it.
Is it red?
Yeah, I'll force propel one like into the back of the main guy's head.
Okay.
And then a second one into let's see. Is this the guy that Ruvia stabbed?
Yes, that's the
or
guy.
Is he the one that fell back? Okay, so one into the boss and then one into that guy.
Okay.
I might
you
need to
you have to make attacks for these, right?
step out. No, it's a
Dex save for them.
dex save 15 for each one.
Okay, let's see. Let's do the noble guy first here. So, okay, he gets a 17, and the stormtrooper gets a 5. So I'm guessing the stormtrooper fails and the nobleman passes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Actually, does the stormtrooper have total cover
From you or from where
from
you're throwing
him?
something
From the box?
Yeah, I'm trying to throw it from behind into him, but I might
Yeah.
need to move to actually be able to see him.
I think you saw him run into there, so you're just throwing the box at him,
Yeah. Okay. I'll just, for fairness, say that I have to step up to do that. Okay, so first damage.
This is against the
I don't know,
which
the first
target?
one that you rolled, I'm not sure.
Okay, so this is the Baron, so he takes half.
Yeah.
6. Okay. Should be what? So
Also, you get to. Oh yeah, you're not rolling to attack. Never
Okay.
mind.
Yeah.
And then the stormtrooper take full
The second one
damage.
was a 9. Yeah.
9 total.
Yeah.
You down the stormtrooper.
Okay.
That kind of changes things.
There's still like 6 more to go.
Right, but he has a gun.
A rifle.
Ah.
True.
Can I, using the rest of my movement, get up to, that was like here?
You can certainly put yourself right there. Yeah, why not?
Can I slide, like run up and slide the gun back to somewhere around Bax's position?
Object interaction.
You wouldn't be able to. I mean, just because of where Bax is, you could get the gun to like. I guess I can use this thing. So like, imagine that the line would go like this way.
Yeah.
So it would end up over here by this sign, but you'd have to. You might have to make a dexterity, like the back, like this thing here.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to like slide it towards our team if it looks like, that would be possible. That seems.
Yeah, let's you do a little dex check to see if you can pass it back.
Okay. Well,
Pass
like
the rock.
slide up and then try to slide that thing back. Do you want straight up just dexterity or do you want acrobatics?
Let's do acrobatics. Sure, let's do acrobatics.
Okay, that is
Where are these
slightly
things?
better.
Nice.
Okay, let's see. Let's put this big gun. Let's see. Let's maybe try this one on the ground here. So we'll say Bax.
Oh, and I would get a D4 on that too, I believe, right?
Yeah. Well, it's on saving throws, and that was an ability check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's
Next
guidance on checks.
Well.
That's a freaking BMG.
I'll take it.
So big. Yeah.
Okay.
It's that,
so
or like you could put like a shotgun there,
Oh,
yeah,
like one of the handguns or something.
It's such a cool model, but like, holy Christ, it's so big.
Yeah. That's why they really do need to be able to add just like a shrink and expand function.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, is that for you?
Do kind
Len?
of like a slide tackle up, slide the gun back, go Bax, just to get his attention, make sure he knows it's coming. Yeah. And I'll, if you'll allow it, bonus action, just to enable force imbuement on my vibro dagger. I don't think these guys have like resistant armor or whatever, but just in case, we'll
I thought maybe I would get your bonus action for the scoot. You were thinking your bonus action was part of your because you topped out your movement just to get where you are.
I did, yeah.
And then you,
wait. Can I phase step to like use the new thing? Phase step
So
to
you have some
here
sort of cover.
to would I be in cover, or is this
yeah, you would be in
console
cover
not as...
from yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, in that case I'm gonna do that instead.
Okay.
Phase step, take a 5-foot zoop.
Okay. Backs.
All right. We'll
Picks
pick
up the
up
gun. So you
3
now have a
object
blaster
interaction.
rifle, which should come with its own.
About fucking time. All right.
So we'll
Ammo
say
remaining out of
object
12?
interaction to pick it up.
Yes.
Let's go.
Finally.
Finally, a real weapon.
Right. Which I think does the same amount as my heavy pistol, but it's the range. It's the range.
Yeah.
How many shots out of 12 remaining?
That guy only fired, I think, one shot. So
11 out of 12. Got it.
yeah.
All right. Well, begin subroutines.
Let's go.
Bax is going to. That changes a few things. So we have stacked the deck. We're going to target lock. Actually, no, because that's concentration. We're just going to use the sharpshooter's routine. Give me +1 to hit. Ranger's quarry with no action is going to go. Is this bodyguard using like the thing where they're going to take the hit? Is that like a thing that they have like standard, or I forget?
Do you
I
want to
think
use
that was
your Do you want to use your action to do a perception check and have me read parts of the stat block to you?
no.
Okay.
Pretty good chance that they have some kind of guard ability. Actually, that's just that's a thing anybody can do.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's one of the new
Perception,
action types.
Well,
yeah.
let's remember that Star Wars 5th edition is 5th edition, not
No,
Star Wars
it's
2024.
specific to Star Wars 5e.
Yeah.
It's the guard action.
Oh, well. Oh, you have to take that as an action. I think what Sam is talking about is the reaction that you guys saw from the bodyguard that was guarding the Drogon, the major domo.
Yeah.
Well, either way, no issues. We are going to bonus action to mark this bad boy.
Okay.
So if he moves, provokes an opportunity attack with the sharpshooter fighting style.
Okay.
And then we are going to move the last 12 feet since we are engaging. We are going to mark them with the Ranger's Quarry to
Different
increase my
target with
damage.
Ranger's Quarry.
Correct.
Okay, just
I'm
making
going to
sure.
use all the cover, all the colors.
I'll mark this one as Ranger's Quarry, so it'll be green for Rangers.
And then we're going to open fire with the blaster rifle.
On the green guy.
On the green guy, yes. All right, so
the
this
other one is
+7.
like if he moves, you get to take a shot, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, plus a D4 because I've stacked the deck. So that hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have advantage on my awesome new damage roll. Take that. We're going to take the floating 7. And that's going to be a 4 and a 4.
So 15
8,
total.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage.
He had 13 hit points.
Outstanding.
Nice.
So let's get
You know,
this.
for clone troopers, they're not as scary as I thought they'd be.
Don't have any armor.
True.
It seems like even when they do have armor, they die in one shot.
Also, they're probably dying at this point anyways.
It's still pretty somewhat recent, but yeah, maybe. Okay, that's my action, my object pickup, and my bonus action. End turn.
You might be able to get back into cover, right?
No, I used the last remaining movement to make sure that he didn't have cover.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You guys would clock if you guys know anything about batch troopers that given when you think that these things were being produced in mass, they have aged quite fast.
These guys are all like effectively old men.
Yeah, so they're well, they've probably only been alive for like what 8 years since the beginning of the Clone Wars. They all look like they've aged 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've all got terrible arthritis. Got the shakes when they
These
go
are
to
not
like
the warriors I remember. A surprise, but a welcome one. All right, K6.
K6 is going to charge from way back here. Let's see here. Make sure that
where did he get a land speeder?
Yeah. K6 tries to grapple
You
the
rascal.
passing land speeder.
carrying it in his pocket. All right, James, your character sheet.
I found this portable hole.
30. So we'll have him run here, so he's got some cover till he can dash out from there. So, okay. Marked man will shoot at backs. Natural
Like,
one.
my name is Mark. How ironic, dude. That's
Damn.
terrible.
That is so bad. Okay, so let's see here. Does anything bad happen to him? Nope. Almost, but no. Okay. And then he is going to. Does he move to get to cover? Or does
do
he?
the thing.
Does he go out? I'm trying to think. Like, if he moved, would he go towards Ruvia? Charge at backs or pull back to get behind the boxes here? I think he's gonna go forward to the computers and back, so you will get your attack.
Hooray! He is not my marked target, so it is just a d20 plus 6.
Only +6.
A mere 24.
That will hit.
All right. He is not my marked target, which one moment on that. None of these guys were damaged, right?
No.
Okay.
Just the boss.
Yeah, just the boss has been damaged.
Okay. Don't worry, we'll get to him. Okay, then same deal. Weapons expert is once per turn, and it is now a new turn. That's going to be 5. Plus 4. Oh yeah, so 9. 9 damage.
Okay,
I don't
9
have
damage.
all-
Okay.
I don't get all my bells and whistles when it's not my turn. Only some of my bells and whistles.
Okay, so that is it for you. Cicatrix, you are up and alive.
Shockingly.
Well, I shoot myself.
Okay. Let's see here.
If nobody else is going to do it.
I will move
I'm
up a
nothing
little
but
bit.
consistent.
I will mark her with my critical analysis, my bonus action.
Her?
I will use my attack action to shoot at her.
You're the one in front?
The one on the side, that one.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You get a D4, buddy.
And I get a D4. This is plus 6. I'm using the heavy blaster pistol. So 24 plus 28.
28 will hit.
Okay. Just gonna do
Yeah,
a
I hope
D8,
so.
but I'm gonna use a superiority die to do. What's it actually called?
Blast.
Weak point strike. So they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, Constitution save that are coming up.
DC 14.
14 on the die.
All right. Well, it still takes the extra damage, so.
Okay.
We close this up and D8 energy, and then plus a D4 of damage. That's also plus a 4.
So
10.
10
energy.
total damage? Okay.
Yep. And then I will use the rest of my movement. Get the fuck down the stairs.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So the Thielen bodyguard, who is at the bottom of initiative, is going to stay where she's at in either Bosch. She can see Bax. Bax doesn't get any cover. She will raise her blaster rifle and fire a shot at Bax. Okay. 18 on the die for 24.
Yeah.
And that is going to be. Let's see here. Okay. 10 energy damage. Putting you to 30. She's going to maintain her position here next to the. Let's see here.
I have to do my Constitution saving throw. What's the score I need to beat again?
See, if
Out of
she hits you for 10, so that would be. Like,
10.
wouldn't it just be a simple DC 10? Still at that
Yeah.
point, because it only goes up and once the damage has become like
Over 20.
22.
22. Yep.
Yeah.
That has to be quite a lot.
It's 18. So
Yeah, you're
I'm
fine.
good.
Okay, she is actually going to move to here, and that will end her turn. And Baron will move here, and that will. Let's see. Does he want to go there?
Yeah, they just castled.
Here, and then he will shoot. Who can he see? He has a shot on Maximus. Bax, you're out in the open now, buddy. Okay. First shot of 2 with a blaster pistol on Bax. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Thanks.
What range on that there?
Minimum damage. So that'll be 4 points of energy damage.
Okay.
26. He's gonna take
Yeah,
one more shot at you.
I'm still in
and
range of his
miss.
gun. Okay.
Okay, so that'll be it for. But he hit on his weapon attack, so he will use his reaction to inspire fervor, causing one other person who can hear him within range to be able to make a weapon attack.
I'm good. Don't need any of the other stuff.
Here, so this guy's within 30 feet, right? Let's see here.
Was he shooting with disadvantage on his pistol?
His range increment on his pistol is longer than
A normal pistol?
Than a normal
Got
pistol. Yeah.
Got a super fancy pistol.
So he can't try that guy, so he'd have to inspire. Can this guy see anybody different over here? Nope. Okay, well, Bax, there's another shot coming to you.
I have cover though.
You're cicatrix this time.
Yeah, that was kind of the goal. I didn't want it to take fire away.
They are gonna miss.
All right.
Natural 4 on the die. Okay, so that's his turn. He is the top of the initiative order. Second up is the Thielen bodyguard, who will scoot. Let's see here. She'll scoot to be directly in front of the other one. Let's see here.
Seems a bit daft to me having a god in when he's a god.
And then she will look at her prospects. All right, Bax, you get +4 on your AC against the shot, but it's a natural 20.
Okay.
Okay. Not good damage roll. So that will be 10, another 10 energy damage.
All right, down to 16.
Down to 16. Okay, and then it is Ruvia.
Yeah.
Just need to get K6 in there the next round. And everything will be all right.
Well, he'd have to dash, so he probably. Yeah. What are you gonna do, Ruvia?
Yeah, she's just got a dagger, but also Saber Reflect is the only thing keeping her alive from bullets. Is Lynn doing all right?
Yeah, Lynn's always been fine. Lynn's
Okay,
so hard to hit.
Yeah, she's the main character. Nothing ever happens to her.
I just see her laying down, and I'm like, oh no.
Got so much goddamn plot armor.
Yeah, not only is Lynn insanely hard to hit, but I just love that for Kai, unlike his main character themed Starfinder character, he's actually successful this time.
Yeah, she's a much better character.
Okay. For her action, she's going to reactivate the Echo Belt.
Okay.
And then is going to use her movement to try and just work her way closer.
Do you want to roll stealth with advantage, and we'll see if anybody
Love to.
can see you?
I hope not.
There's also this guy here, in case you.
Well, they wouldn't roll, right?
You think it's just against their passive?
Yeah, because they're not actively searching for her.
Unless they're using an action.
Exactly.
Like,
But
Kai,
also,
there's also this guy.
Yeah, they're focused on the fight.
I would have thought the fact that they were focused on the fight would mean that they are actively looking.
Well, that would be an action, wouldn't it?
It's true.
Like, it would be something they would actively have to do, and that would be on their turn, not Rubia's.
25.
Oh,
Could be impossible anyways. Okay.
Cool. So yeah, the action to activate it, and then movement to just sneak up and hopefully back up / benefit from when K6 gets into combat.
All right. Is that for you?
Yep.
All right. Clone Trooper from behind cover sees. Let's see here. Who's he got? He has no viable targets. He will hold an action. Lynn, you are up.
Holding an action,
All hold actions.
Always has been.
Okay. Still got this guy right on the other side. Vax is coming up. Okay. I will activate Saber Storm. Animate my Vibro Dagger. Except quieter. To come out here.
And have a blaster rifle shot at you.
Okay.
Okay, so let's resolve that real quick. It's only going to be a 13, so I think that's going to miss.
No dice.
Okay, proceed.
Okay. And then make an attack against this fella.
Okay.
With said dagger. He's not prone or anything, right? He's just.
He is not. Oh my god. Yeah, that will hit for sure.
Yeah. I also have the bless from Vax too. Forgot about that. Okay, so yeah. Strike.
Main character doesn't need assistance.
Like, that's my thing. I do constantly roll really low damage though. That's the only downside.
6 damage?
Yeah.
Hey, low
That
but
is enough
consistent.
That is enough
sweet.
to kill this stormtrooper.
Yeah, because he was pretty wounded, right?
Okay.
Only one of them has a
Ruvia-
vibro blade of any sort.
Ruvia is hidden. I kind of at this point assume that everyone in the universe has either a vibro dagger or a stun baton, because that's been the case with everyone we fought.
Right.
See where Han Solo pulls out his vibroblade.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And as a bonus action, I'll cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
And then I walk forward and demand that this person surrender.
Like it.
Okay.
Moxie.
Looking as menacing as possible.
I would, if you had an action left to give, I would say we can make a check here, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes for you.
Yeah.
Jedi thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Bax, you're up.
Well, to incentivize, there's nothing better than an argument when you carry the big stick. Therefore,
They didn't give us a
bonus
chance to give him the
action.
carrot, so
Nope, nobody wants any carrots.
Oh, sweet.
Got all
we're
these carrots.
outside
They're about
of
to go
30.
I
bad.
say we cut this guy's head off. We take it back to the hotel and go. We really need to check into that room.
I'm still shooting that fucking clerk. You know,
I don't know that they did anything wrong.
We're like the day that we're gonna leave, and Max is like, I have something to do. So the only one you said that had a melee weapon, so to speak, was the nobleman?
Mhm.
No, I mean the bodyguards seem to have similar weapons on them.
Okay. If that's the case, then Bax is going to bonus action and mark this one
Okay. With rangers
if
or
they move.
okay.
That's gonna be the sharpshooter fighting style.
Okay.
And then we are going to Ranger's Quarry, the one in the back. Her. And then we are going to begin subroutines. Which is gonna be a D20 plus a D4 plus another D4 plus 7.
I kind of like these little toggle pointer the guys. Yeah, that will hit.
Jesus Christ.
32 hits. I'm so happy. All right. It's my mark. So advantage. Floating 6 plus 4 makes it a 10 plus a D4 for a Ranger's Quarry.
Like this Chris
That's
Pratt
going to
guy.
be 12.
So total?
Yes. And she wasn't hurt, right?
She was not hurt. You said 12? 12 total
Correct.
points? Okay. Math. Okay.
He's not hurt, but you could have fooled me, because my God, that face model.
That's great. Bonus action. Bum. Yeah, we're good.
Just wanted to put into the chat what an example of what a Thelan looks like in case you were curious.
Oh, Cheetar.
Yeah, I had to look him up.
I did
I
too.
was not familiar.
Me neither. Yeah, that was.
There's a lot of species in
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Right.
And a lot of them are just humans, but slightly different.
Yeah, it's Star Trek rules.
Yeah, it's the classic Star Trek. They're a human with kind of a funny nose or a
Yeah.
horn or something.
Or they have scales for eyebrows.
Yeah.
One extra finger.
Ew, not an extra finger. Okay.
Better
Max,
treat them
is that it for
differently.
you? Max, is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Filthy 6-digit
Fucking count by 12s.
hexes.
We have 8. see here. So if you went
Who is it that
1,
has more
2,
move? Is
3,
it
4,
Cicatrix?
5,
Yeah, it's me.
6.
I have 35.
If we were snapping to a grid, you would be there.
You speedy motherfucker.
You would
You
be
moved. You moved.
here. So you'd be here. You'd be here, and then you would be here. So okay. Then you would have the ability to strike from here. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had to figure this out.
Yeah,
All right,
things
we're
end
gonna.
up being a lot more spaced out if we're snapping to grid.
All right, let's go do some unarmed strikes here. Based off of what James has on his most recent character sheet. Okay. 18 will hit.
Wait, can we just put whatever we want on there and the DM will believe it?
When I have to play you.
Can I make
All
one
right.
small?
Max damage on the first hit. Sorry, what?
Ooh.
I was under the impression that K6 couldn't make it into melee with that character. Could I move my mark to this person?
I guess the alternative is that you get better at math. I don't know.
Hey, I didn't think we were doing snap to grid.
Sure, but I'm not gonna change your damage totals.
No, it wouldn't change the damage. It just
Okay.
if she's the one that moves, I get
So
an opportunity attack.
take this thing off of
That's the only
that
thing that changes.
and put the one that really matters here, which is the red one over here. Okay. So you're just a damage. You got damage. Okay, now I'm okay. So that was 11. So 4. Okay. Second attack from K6. Natural 1. I'll roll this out in the open. Yeah.
Are we looking for high or
He's
low
fine.
with these numbers?
Hi.
I mean, I'm looking for. I want you to roll under 25 because if you roll
Right.
20 under 25, I get a fate point. If you roll under 10, something bad happens. And
This guy trying to give himself fate points.
okay, then he gets a bonus
Gotcha.
action attack if I remember correctly, and I don't want to read all this shit, so I'm just gonna say it
Correct.
happens.
Yeah, he gets a bonus action and he gets a free punch, so he attacks 3 times.
Yeah. So he natural 20s on the third punch.
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
he does.
So
Much for
7
heading.
on the damage die plus 8, 15 plus his bonus, which is 3. So 18 damage. Holy shit. Okay, the barbarian is here, baby. So we have to math this. So that's 4 through 4. Okay. Okay. All right. Cicatrix is in melee. K6 is in melee. Cicatrix
Oh
is up.
no.
Okay, I'll move there.
Oh damn, they're still both up. Fuck.
We'll use my bonus. I guess I can use the cool arrows instead of that. I'll use my bonus
Yeah, I
action.
know it's hard to unlearn it, right?
Yeah. Bonus action to move critical analysis to that one.
Okay.
Use my reaction to give K6 advantage. And then I'm going to use my
Do
attack
brown for
action to
critical anal
order K6 to attack
Okay. So K6 gets a free attack on that lady.
with
Yep, with
advantage,
advantage.
and they get a D4
Oh.
on the damage.
Okay.
Nice.
First one was a 2. Second one is a 4. He's gonna miss. Sorry.
That's my turn.
I'm sorry, dude.
Does it burn the superiority die if they
Yep.
don't hit?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Son of a bitch.
Okay. Bodyguard in the back. Let's look at possible targets here. Phew. K6 is
giant
certainly delectable,
robot.
so I will see it. She is far enough away where she won't hit him with. Oh yeah, she can hit him. Okay. First shot on K6 is going to be a dirty 20.
That
Should
should hit
be,
him.
yeah. 4. Oh, max damage. Back here. 4 is a 12, reduced to 6. Okay, first you need to reset hit points. Down to 3. She's going to stay exactly where she is. Nobleman's up next. He's going to take 2 shots at K6. First one, 17. What's your AC here? Mr. James, AC is 15, so that does hit. Okay. Card. It's a plus.
Presumably,
3,
he would
so
also be
8.
raging when he had punched that lady, right?
Does he have to turn his rage on?
Yeah,
4,
just
3.
like a
Yeah,
barbarian.
yeah. Does that mean that would have cost a bonus action to rage though? So he couldn't have got that third attack. So
We'll just have to deal with it then.
okay, but that also means I'd be dealing more damage to him here with this barrage of attacks.
It's probably fine.
All right, so okay, well, this be 4 damage, so 5. The first one was, so it'd be another 4 damage. Okay, so all right. Second attack from the nobleman is a miss. Okay. The last Thielen bodyguard is in hand to hand with K6. She will try to make a melee attack with her vibro rapier at K6. Let's see here. That is a 13, which will miss. And then it is Ruvia's turn.
Cool. She's gonna run up on this one who is engaged with K6 and make a sneak attack. Well, that's
You have advantage, though, right?
I do, yes. $15.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. That will hit.
Awesome.
Wait, no.
No?
No, 15 will not hit the bodyguard.
Okay. Then we're going to do our duelist thing where we get to try again with our bonus action.
That will
And
hit.
we will fish for the crit just because we have advantage. Nope. All right. 18.
Okay.
Damage with a vibro stiletto. She's gonna go ahead and spend a force point to double strike, which just adds her force die, which is a d4 to damage. Man. And then also sneak attack.
So for a total of
8.
8 damage. Okay. Okay. Is that it for you, Ruvia?
Yes, it is. Yep.
All right. All right. Let's see here. Clone Trooper can reach out and touch Ruvia, maybe?
Gross.
Looks like. No, I guess he could take. He's far enough away if we snapped into a grid that could make a ranged attack at you. So we'll have him raise his blaster rifle to Ruvia and start blasting. Okay. But we'll
I don't
miss
see
with an
so
8. Lynn Coro with backs on deck.
Okay. Lot of options. Let's just. Yeah, we'll do a repeat of the other round. I'll just stand here with like the dagger hovering before me and then throw a couple more objects again at Boss Man and then this guy.
Oh, yeah. While you do that, we should say that, let's see here. This one is currently over here. And this one is currently like right here. Okay.
Yeah, so whatever the objects are, they just have to be within 60 feet.
Okay. So you make an attack on Boss Man and who else?
And the one remaining clone trooper.
Okay,
So
let's roll for the
Dex.
clone trooper first.
Okay.
Clone trooper gets a natural 20.
Okay.
Boss Man. Okay. Boss Man gets a 14.
Huzzah. All right. So half damage on the first one. And then full damage on the second one.
Okay, so he takes 11. Okay, so that'd be 90.
Stuff's
Okay.
just like bouncing back and forth back here. Do.
So he takes half that, so that'd be 50, so that'd be 7 damage, so 6. Okay, all right.
And then maybe just like one menacing step forward. Think that is all I can do at the moment.
Okay. Backs
All right.
with K6 on deck.
That one that everyone's been tearing into, that Feline,
Yeah.
Felon, whatever. She like on her last legs,
She's pretty hurt.
and then the one in the back's only a little hurt, right?
The one in the back is a little hurt, yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I am going to bonus action, put everything on the one in the back.
Okay.
Yeah. So starting subroutines. Sharpshooter's routine, Ranger's Quarry, Prox Mark of the Hunter, all that fun jazz. You've seen it a million times. D20 plus a D4 plus another D4 because I stack the deck plus 4. Or I mean, sorry, plus 7. So yeah.
Yeah, hit.
2d8s because of advantage. Floating 5, that's going to be a D4 and then a D8 for Colossus Hunter plus 4. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage.
17 damage. Okay, so that'd be okay. All right. Big hit.
Just like
Scooting over
somewhat
there.
cover. Unless you were
Okay.
going to go there, Cicatrix. Actually, you know what? No, fuck that. I'm going to sit behind cover back here. I have a rifle.
Yeah, you have.
I have a rifle. All right. That's it for me.
All right, K6 is going to rage with his bonus action. So he doesn't have to take full damage anymore and is going to step right up into the mix, imposing disadvantage on all range attacks for everybody else.
She moved.
That's what barbarians do. And he's going to take a swing at the one between him and Ruvia with his first attack. Let's see here. +5. Miss. Second attack.
You should attack recklessly.
Miss. Okay. He's raging and he's up in the business. Cicatrix.
Okay, I'll move up here. I will shoot at. Actually, first I'll use my reaction to give A6 advantage on that one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my action to shoot that one and use Commander Strike to allow K6 to attack a target.
Okay. You want to shoot it first?
Yeah, sure. I even hit it. This is +6.
Plus a D4.
Well, so 6, yeah. 19 will hit.
And this is +4.
Okay, so 10 damage. Nice. Looking pretty hurt. All right, K6 is going to strike with disadvantage against that same one, correct?
Advantage.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter, even if he has disadvantage, it's always advantage.
Yeah. So 3 on the first roll, 13 on the second, which for his bonus plus 5 will hit. So he will hit. So let's roll some damage. It'll be a D8 for him.
Plus a D4.
Okay. Okay, that's not great. That is only 6 damage total.
You added a D4, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Oh.
rolled a 1 on his regular damage dice and a 2 on the D4. And he gets a +3 to his hand attacks, so. Okay, let's take a trick's bodyguard back here. What are we gonna do with you? Vibro rapier attack at K6. Let's see, miss her. So Nobleman is going to draw a Vibro rapier and take some shots at K6 as well. That's going to be a hit. Yeah. That was 10 damage on the first attack, reduced to 5. Putting him to 27, 26. 6, okay. Second attack will also hit. Minimum damage, 4 damage reduced to 2. 24. Okay. So that's it for that guy. Thielen bodyguard number 2. Vibro rapier attack at Ruvia. 14 against Ruvia's AC.
You.
Okay. It's a miss, and then Ruvia, it is your turn.
All right. She's gonna do the same as last turn and just take a stabby stab. This time without advantage, but with sneak attack.
That'll hit.
One will do it. All right. There we go.
6 dam.
Plus another 2, 8 damage, and then she's gonna do her double strike to add a D4 to that. And another 4.
You strike down the Thielen bodyguard.
Excellent. As my object interaction, I'd like to pick up her Viper Rapier. Or would that be an action?
I mean, I think normally it would be an action to pick something off of a body. If you're, especially if you're like going to put it in your own hands. She did have it drawn, but she falls to the ground with it. Now you have to like get down and pick it up.
I mean,
it's like it's the difference between like. Lynn like threw it across the floor. Like she didn't equip it to herself.
Yeah. She'll pick it up next turn.
All right. Remember that. Well, I can just drop a. Hold on. I'll grab a weapons.
She instantly decomposes into a skeleton.
Then I have one lying flat.
This is Diablo.
Dabbed her to dust.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's the rapier.
Ooh, it's so fancy.
Yeah. Okay. Clone takes a shot at Ruvia. 19 to hit.
That'll do.
19. That's a dirty 20 to hit. Okay, dirty 20 to hit. D8.
I'm gonna try to
Wrong
reflect on
dice.
it.
Wrong dice. Okay, Ruvia, it's gonna be max damage at 11 total.
Okay, there's no chance of reflecting it back at him, but I am gonna try and reduce that. Let's see, 2, so 2. For force reflect. Let's see how much of that.
Ruh-roh.
All right. Womp womp.
Okay, so it's it was 11 damage. You reflected once. That's 10 damage. So you're at 6 hit points.
Yep.
Okay,
Ouchie.
Leon.
Too bad the two of yous are not slightly closer together. I could heal both of you at the same time. All right, we'll just take a step and try to. I'll try to hit the stormtrooper with the animated vibra dagger.
Okay. The range increment for this is like what, 15 feet?
Yeah, because I can move it 10 and then strike something within 5 of that, so it's effectively 15 from like where I'm standing. All right. Hacha. And I get the D4.
It's a hit.
Cool.
Big ol' hit.
The Dumage.
11 total damage.
That's better.
That kills the stormtrooper. He down.
So much easier when they're not in armor. Let's see. Who did the nobleman shoot at last turn? Was it?
He shot at K6.
At
Or
K6.
he struck out at K6 with his vibro rapier.
Oh, okay. Because I could sanctuary like Ruvia, but I have a feeling you're not going to get attacked.
Oh, there it is. Down the ground over here.
You know what? Whatever. I think just in the moment, seeing Ruvia get shot and be pretty wounded, I'd like cut down the trooper and then also bonus action sanctuary on Ruvia.
That means
make sure that
I can't attack, or I'll lose. Like nothing can attack me, but I can't attack things.
Yeah, next time you do
Okay.
something hostile, but it'll pretty much protect you until it gets back to your turn.
Excellent.
Okay, that is it for me.
Okay. All right. Bax, you are up.
I do the thing.
Against the Thielen bodyguard that's still up?
Yep. I keep all my marks on her. You know, bonus action again to mark her again, blah, blah, blah. This plus 7. Oh, God.
Would you like to roll? Or shall I?
I'm doing it.
You need a soundbite of like the Jabba laugh every time we roll a 1.
Oh.
You're fine.
Do I get any benefits?
Did you catch the game last night?
So I'm assuming
less imposing.
a 13 doesn't hit. But no, it's a nat 1. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's disappointing.
He can't hit all the time. Oh my god, let me get rid of some of this dice out here. Jesus.
I love our sea of dice.
Yeah. That's how you
All right,
know
well,
that
that's
it
a
was
missed
it was a
shot.
brawl.
Okay. K6 is in the mix. He's already raging, so he's got 3 hits to give. He's going to give the first one to the Thielen bodyguard. That's going to be a hit. Okay, 7 damage on the first one. Second attack. Same target. Miss. He's going to bonus action punch the nobleman.
So there's damage on him. Good.
Yeah, I did already.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Him
You
with
already
a couple
clocked
of
him.
boxes.
The Thielen bodyguard will use her reaction to impose herself as the target instead of him. And K6 will do max damage to her instead.
I think that is actually just the help or the,
Well, that's an action you have to take, whereas she could just use her reaction to do it. I don't think.
Yeah. But it's the same effect where it's like
Yeah.
if you do that, you jump in front of the bullet and you automatically take max damage.
All right, Cicatrix, you are up, sir.
Here, I will.
What tricks can he sicka?
I keep doing it. I keep doing it.
Those are
I'm gonna
great.
use my bonus action to mark that one with my critical analysis. Use my reaction to give K6 advantage.
Okay.
And then forego my attack to allow K6 to attack.
All right. K6 will attack the Thielen bodyguard with advantage. Okay, natural 1 on the first attack. Natural 3 on the second attack. I am rolling garbage for these for you, Cicatrix. I apologize.
That's my turn.
Ugh. Okay. Okay, so
And I'm out of spare
Vibro.
already die. So
Let's see here. She can step
So
forward.
we're gonna need a short rest anyway.
And not provoke.
Those come back on a long rest, don't they?
And she will strike out at Ruvia.
no short.
Oh.
Natural 1 again.
I think you need to put that dice in the doghouse. Get an exorcist. It is.
I need to have them recharged.
Put more spin on them. That's what you need.
Dude,
I need to give him a mouth bath before a session.
I'm sorry, a what?
I said a mouth bath?
Yeah, no, I heard you, but I wish I had.
You don't gargle your dice?
Should I?
I just bake mine in the oven with the 20s upward.
You get like D20 cookies.
Just like next time I show up for like scum and villainy at your house, Nathan, I'm just gonna be like into the can.
You gotta keep one in your mouth the whole night and then go like and just spit it out like an hour into the session.
For the bit. Yep.
Okay, so that is her whole attack. Unfortunately, she cannot strike down Ruvia. The nobleman, let's see here. Strike at Cicatrix here. Miss on the first attack. Not Cicatrix, sorry. Case 6. He misses on both of his attacks. That is awful. Ruvia, you're up with Lynn Coro on deck.
Okay.
Blasted robot! Get out of here!
Okay, so action, pick up the Vibro Rapier.
Okay.
Bonus action, because it is a light weapon, make an attack on the Thielen.
Okay.
Ooh, I've not added it. Okay, so
Miss.
I don't know if that's gonna do it. Yep, and that was my bonus action. So that's it. Right.
All right. Lynn, with backs on deck. Can the main character do it?
You bet. Yeah.
You guys wanted to run away for some reason.
Well, this
I
got
didn't
off to a
expect
really
the
bad
freaking
start.
clones to go down so easily.
Once we got our murder bot a gun, I was a lot more confident.
Right. not making all my shots at disadvantage. It was nice.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just Vibro Dagger the bodyguard.
Okay.
Hiya. I say hiya.
That hits exactly.
Okay, I also got D4 on that, but damage. Boom.
13. Okay, so
Oh,
okay.
maximum.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. No movement. Just stand right there.
I think so. I'm just in range of both of them. I don't think. Yeah. I think we'll
Okay.
just stay put. Keep stabbing.
Bax.
All right. Dealing with this fucking bodyguard. Keep all the marks on her. Bonus action to mark her, because I have to do that every turn. Chicken rope real this turn. All right. D20 plus 2d4 plus 7. That should hit. 21?
21 does hit, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Advantage on the weapon damage. That's going to be a floating 5 plus a d4 plus Colossus plus 4. So that's going to be 18 damage.
18 damage. Oof. It's not looking good.
Damn, that bitch is still alive.
Yeah.
I draw a knife and go in. No.
Just dive at her.
All right. That's it.
Okay. K6 will try to strike out at the Thielen bodyguard. Miss
people
with
talking
his first attack.
about how like I have like a shit ton of damage in my weapons, but these bodyguards have been taking a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah.
Miss with his second attack, and I think he can only do his bonus attack if he hits.
No,
It's okay.
just taking the attack action. I've seen him miss all three, so
Okay. Yeah, bonus action attack the Thielen bodyguard. Okay, that one will hit. Okay, barely, and he doesn't have to roll damage because she has 1 hit point left.
Boom.
Boom.
I deserve
You-
my kill tally.
How?
Okay. And K6 will just rotate around so that if anybody wants to tangle with this guy, they can. Cicatrix.
I'll move here. I will use my bonus action to put critical analysis on the nobleman, and then I'm going to shoot him with my gun non-lethally.
Don't kill him.
That's plus 6, so 23. Plus a d4, 24. Assuming that hits.
Yeah, 24 hits.
It does max, so 12 energy damage.
12 damage. Okay.
Non-lethal if it
9.
does kill him. And that's my turn.
Ruve.
You skipped his turn.
Oh, sorry. Oh gosh, I guess he will. Anything else that cool about this guy?
Give us 25,000 credits.
I should definitely have read this guy's stat block more carefully. It's always how it goes.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like that XP to level 3 bit where it's like, yes, thank you for putting the important shit on the top of the stat block finally instead of way at the bottom, so I read it 5 rounds into combat.
Let's see. What should I do at this point? Here, so 3.
Did he
Okay.
pull out a thermal detonator?
No, he is going to make a run for it, but not in the fun way like you want. He's going to move 30 to here, drawing an attack of opportunity from K6 and Lynn. Sixers, I don't know if you have a hand-to-hand weapon.
I can punch him.
I do.
Let's see here.
I have the
His
little vibro knife that they
hands
allow.
are registered lethal weapons.
Yep. I do a D4.
Okay. All right.
They count as finesse weapons. So.
K6 hits with his attack of opportunity. Let's go ahead and roll whoever's next. That'll hit.
23. Arm strike. This is plus 3. Boom. 6.
So, okay, so 6 damage. All right. Lynn?
Mine's only 14. Does that hit?
14 does hit this guy, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, whack him with the back of the the hilt of the vibro dagger, I guess. Trying to do a non-lethal.
So 12 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, then he's going to use the second action to dash. He's going to go around backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ruvia.
Okay, let's check.
The Empire won't hear of this.
Oh.
I guess he wouldn't try to just talk his way out of it.
Oh no.
Right.
I don't know. He didn't seem like he was much for us talking, so.
Nobody likes carrots.
Nobody likes carrots in this universe.
My master says no one's ever really gone.
And that's why I am just built like a stick. Wait, that came out wrong.
Cool. Going to run out to here, whip out the vibro stiletto, and huck it at him, ideally non-lethally. Just like
Remember,
really.
You've got bonus action dash, right?
Yes, I do. Oh, I could get into melee, I think.
Yeah.
That was.
There's
20
no
odd.
outrunning rogues.
You don't need to. That's. Yep.
Why
okay.
didn't it work for Rotharm?
Because he put himself in
I
really
will
sticky situations.
dash into melee and try and just hit him with the butt of the rapier between the eyes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do the thing.
Ooh. All right, so this is updated my rolling sheet. There's a D8 plus 2. Six non-lethal damage.
6 non-lethal damage. I'm tempted to
So,
say that
14?
you approach him, hit him, and he falls down the stairs, breaking his neck and dying.
It is a precarious place to knock a man unconscious. Splat.
Because
it's been
we
a
can do
horrible
that,
accident.
that way we don't have to like run this guy down next week because we're running out of time. And I want you guys to know what you get from getting into this combat. Okay, so so as his body falls still, even though you tried to take him alive, and while the fight did not occur in an overly public place, you probably stand a good chance of escaping if you make a quick exit before anyone takes notice or before any winged guards are flagged to the area.
Yeah, we should do that. Just
Um,
check that guy for.
you check
you
that
know.
guy. He has a few things on him that you should know about. One, he has a data pad That datapad contains travel logs that identify him as Baron Kithris, a wealthy noble from Chandrila. The logs show that prior to coming to Bespin, he spent a great deal of time at a political retreat in the deep core, seemingly at Palpatine's behest. Baron Kithris' datapad includes instructions to meet up with his retainers, which you may assume might have been the clone troopers, and travel to Bespin, securing accommodations at the Yareth Bespin Hotel and awaiting further instruction. Moreover, he is to let no one know that he is an agent of the Empire, and he must maintain complete communication silence except to receive instructions on his hotel computer. He also has on him the following things: an additional 8,000 credits,
Yoink.
a blaster pistol chassis, a vibro rapier chassis, a Yareth Bespin hotel access card, and a credit chip Superior containing 15,000 credits. You now can access the Baron's hotel room and all that it contains within, and come and go from the Yareth Bespin Hotel at your leisure because you have his access card. You also get the following things. I'll put these things in the chat. I think they are potion-y type things.
I think those are beers.
Drug-like.
They're beers. Yeah. They're legal.
Oh, sorry. Those are the beers in the hotel. There you go.
Oh.
So those beers are available from the open bar that are part of the
They do
hotel
good things.
room.
You have to roll.
So I'm actually gonna bring you guys over to the hotel once again here. So hold on a sec. I'm going to plop you in your new estate, and then I have one other piece of news for you. So let's see here.
As we leave, I'm going to take one of the bodyguard's melee weapons.
Okay.
And flash him across the chest with it.
Make it look like they killed each other. It's a good idea.
Or just like you stab him so it's like stuck into him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll slash him across and I'll stick it in him. Yeah, specifically one of the cheetah people, whatever they're called.
Well, those would be his personal guys. So if anyone was going to betray him, it would be the clone troopers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Maybe.
Oh.
I mean,
or maybe I don't know. Either's a good idea.
We'll play on good old human racism.
Yeah.
So you guys now have this penthouse suite at the Yareth Bespin Hotel.
Oh, hot damn.
On the way, I divvy up the 8,000 credits, 2,000 apiece.
Okay.
And again, we can, if K6 needs money, we'll talk about an allowance.
So yeah, you get 8,000 credits, but you also have a single credit chip containing 15,000 credits.
Really hanging on to that.
You also level up. So think about your level. Right. I think you guys are going from what, 4 to 5 now?
Are we rolling hit points?
Yep.
Do you want? If anybody wants to roll hit points now, we can do that, and you guys can do the rest of your stuff off screen. So, who wants to roll first?
I'll go first.
And what's your hit dice? A D8?
8. I got a 6.
Ooh.
Okay, let's see what I get. You get a 6. I get a 1, so you get a 6.
Okay.
Who's up?
I'll roll mine.
Oh, good.
What do you got? What's yours?
D6.
D6. Okay. I got a 3.
Well, mine's a 2.
Okay.
So I'll take the 3.
I got a D8.
D8. Okay.
4.
Let's see here. 7.
I'll take the 7.
All right. And I will roll for James when he is present.
Excellent.
Bax, do you roll for hit points or do you take standard?
I take standard.
Okay.
Like,
So yeah. So you know that at some point in the coming days, a transmission will be sent to this very hotel room, probably to this very computer, that was supposed to give Baron Kithris the information he needs in order to meet up with Java. So all you have to do is kick back, relax, enjoy yourself, figure out a plan for getting into the Sabak tournament in various ways, because probably only, and then decide what to do with the information you're given. You now have enough credits that you can scrape together, so one of you could actually join as a Sabat player.
Now we just need to learn how to play.
Okay.
So, next time, mini games.